All right. So, funniest video. The winner for 2022 was Lady Locks Picking Time episode 18 with Lady Locks and LockHeat. And I think the award kind of has to go to all of the people that kind of took part in that stream, technically. It wasn't a creation of one individual person, so that's why I listed it as Lady Lock and Friends. So congratulations.
All right, very nice.
And I couldn't have said it better. It is one for each and everyone in the stream, not just us.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. So hi everybody. We've got tons of people on and ready to pick too on camera. So why don't we bring in a couple people as we say hello to everybody in the comments. Let's see, we've got, let me go to the top so I don't want to miss anybody. There's a whole bunch of people. G Key Man was first. Chris Capune, they were here early. Manipulator, who's also going to join us. Let's see. Somebody else. Greenish, who's going to pick with us. Lockpicking Dev. Paracentric. Prevarication. Isaac Cashman. Trucking Lock. Holy cow. Terry B. Picking. Captain Ron. Dana Reed. Lockchuck. Pickle Slice. Holy cow. I don't want to miss anybody. Gordon Miller. Sick. Lockpicking Scow. All right. I think I said hello to everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. You can pop in and yell at me, and I'll see you down there at the bottom of the comments.
And welcome, Lockchuck on screen.
And oh yeah, there's Lockchuck joining us on screen. What are you picking, Lockchuck?
It's a Marks mortise cylinder. It's got tapered drivers in it, and it's giving me a fit.
Ooh. Don't like the tapered drivers. Oh, there's Lockpicker 1969. Hello. Yeah, I've had a bad week picking this week. It's been a horrible picking week. But a lot of stuff going on in life, too, so kind of makes it, balances it out that it wasn't all just bad picking. It's bad life and then bad picking. So, there's Manipulator. Hello.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
We are doing. We're hanging in there. There's Knox Locks. Hello, Knox. So how was everybody's week?
Mine was as usual. Same shit, different week. Nice and chill.
I hear your wife laughing. Oh goodness. Yeah, that was pretty much my week. It just kind of was a long one, actually. I had a long week. And then the weekend flew by, and it's already Sunday again. So, of course, tomorrow's the worst day coming up. But Greenish, hello.
Hello. Congratulations, everyone.
Thanks.
Yes, congratulations. That was very cool. What are you picking, Greenish?
I am trying to pick a Spanish lock, a Tesa TE5. I got a bunch of locks this week from Talent Pick, so.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to get a couple of those tonight.
Right. Oh, I hope you get them. That's pretty cool.
I'm happy my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got to be real excited to be picking. Yeah. There's Prevarication. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's like the king of impressioning. He's over there impressioning left and right, and I had to get rid of my my key because it was all messed up, and I got to start over.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was just gonna throw on my screen. No, the reason that I've been impressioning so much is just I had this box. See if I can get this on screen. I had this box of like 30 some locks that I had to impression.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Just like almost done with those, and once I'm done with those, I'm not gonna touch impressioning for like weeks and weeks and weeks. So yeah, thank God, almost through it.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a good job though. If you got them all, that's a great job. Wow.
It's been fun. I think 3 of those did come with keys, and I've forgotten which ones they were. But yeah, no, the rest of them, I've learned a lot. But yeah, I think I said on one of the Discords, I'm just ready to be done with the box. So yeah. Yep.
What did you get them for? To impression. I mean, what was the? Why did you have to do all of those, or just wanted to?
It was just to learn impressioning. Like really found that the wafer locks I was having a lot of trouble with, so I wanted to start with some really simple tin tumblers. So yeah, I need to go back to the wafers because I impression 1, but I've failed on 2 of these other ones with really simple keyways, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some tips next impressioning time. So.
Yeah, for sure. You should actually come on and bring them on there. Maybe someone could take a look and try to see what's going on with it.
Yeah,
if one of the people watching, or Greenish might be able to help you figure it out too. It's
Yeah, Greenish, I'm glad your shoulder's feeling better.
Yeah.
I will let other people have a chance to talk. But yeah, it's good to be here. So.
And I think we jingled in the Lockpicker 1969. Hello.
Yes, you did.
You won a bunch of awards this week, so congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
What did you bring to pick today? Oh, Greenish is clapping.
I'm not picking right now, and thought instead I've been experimenting with printing these Lishy key jigs for cutting keys.
Okay.
So 3D printed key jigs. You basically take a key jig for whatever pin depth you need, or cut depth you need. Put it on the key, and then you essentially are able to cut with the Lishy. If I can get it open. So
I think I did see that somewhere. Where did I see that? I might have seen that before.
So you then cut the key using the key cutter for each depth you need for your key. So what I'm going to do is take a known key that I have for this slage and cut it. See if it works after using these jigs, because there was some debate on whether or not he dialed these in completely or not. And the reason I want to get this done is once I'm done doing this, Steve's Lockpicking and I, we had some things we were talking about him doing kind of a collaborative video with him using his Lishy decoder, then turning around and actually cutting a key using the code he got from the Lishy decoder.
Oh, cool.
Key and then trying it in the lock and see if it works.
That's going to be neat.
So I print this setup for him. I'm just testing it now to see that it actually cuts a key properly or not.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Very cool. I think I saw a couple of other people in the comments. Who was in the comments that I saw? Pearcentric, is that you?
What's happening?
Hello.
Congratulations. Picking time crew. I'm going to celebrate with a little caprese here, some cheese and tomatoes and basil. See, I told you I love basil.
Yeah, there's pretty good amount of basil on there. If you eat all that, maybe you could do the challenge. Maybe you'll be
That looks so good.
Oh, that challenge would be a piece of cake.
No, it's a piece of basil.
Man, I was backstage. I'm like, God, come on, I'm hungry. Can't ruin the presentation.
Well, you've got great patience then. There's Dev. Hey, Dev.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah.
It's going. What have you got today? Is that
I'm
a
doing.
dimple lock?
Yeah, it's an
It
MNC color.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
just having
great.
to mess with sliders today.
My goodness.
Hopefully that works out for me. And cheers.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I've had a bad, poor picking week yet again. I was Oh, I got mine open. Speaking of poor picking week, then I got one open. Well, that's good news. Maybe that'll turn things around for me. I've been working on that one single lock and just failing, and it just feels terrible. So it's nice to try to pick some other stuff. So that's why I was happy for Sunday, because I thought I will just save all that for Sunday and pick some nice fun locks and try to get something open and feel better. Isaac Cashman says, for the Lockpicker 1969, take small bites of it at a time, especially on the deeper cuts for that cutter.
No, he's missing the whole point. I want to see if these actually work, cutting where you're supposed to cut with the key cutter.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking to fix it. I'm looking to see how well it actually works, if at all.
Like the accuracy of it.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've been really curious about that as well.
Greenish's cat, she don't let you do nothing.
What's the tension? Hey, Anna.
She's mad. She just got so mad.
There's a box, so obviously she's here.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, Chris is saying those work with better with smaller cuts too, but I guess if you're trying to see if it actually works how you're supposed to have it work.
Yep.
Taking smaller cuts isn't what you want to do there.
No point in sending them to Steve if they don't work.
Yeah. I've messed with that key cutter enough. You play with it long enough, you can get somewhat close to it, but it's still rough.
Isaac says the way those guides are meant to be used is how I'm explaining. So I guess they're meant to be used by making smaller cuts.
Okay.
They have DMAC wants to know if any other Brits in here looking forward to having a bank holiday off tomorrow. I think we should all take off tomorrow. What's the holiday you're speaking of? Oh, and Isaac says if you take
tomorrow
cuts...
it's,
oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, what was
tomorrow it's Labor Day here in
oh,
England.
okay.
And I'm always surprised why people are free those days. I mean, it's Labor Day. I mean, go to work. But the banks are closed and that sort of stuff.
Labor Day, so go to work.
Well, they're not closed here.
Go do some labor.
I say we
No,
can
it's
take the
only,
day off and celebrate
only
with you
things
guys.
like banks that are closed, I believe.
Well, they're not closed here.
Yeah.
I work at a bank, so
It must be a Dutch or European thing then.
Terry B. Pickens says, I'm a Brit chef, so a day off just isn't a thing.
Same goes for truckers.
Yeah, I don't imagine you guys get too many days off either. What are you supposed to do? Stop on the way and just say, well, I'm off today.
Yeah, or you guys don't want something to eat during your 3 days? So we have to bring it.
Oh boy. Now I don't know what I want to try to pick next. Oh, I know. Maybe I'll pick on Meraxis for a little bit.
Yay! I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I want to get it either picked or failed and send it to the next victim. Yeah,
How long do y'all try a challenge lock before, like, giving up on it? Like, I know it depends, but I'm just curious in general.
I usually try for a while. It really just depends on if that person really wants you to really try to get it open, or just, if it's just one that you've been passed along. I feel like those ones you should just try a couple weeks and then pass them along. But I usually can tell if I'm getting somewhere, and if I think I might be able to get something open or not. I can tell in a little bit, and I'll keep working at it. But if it's something that I just keep going around in a circle on, I'll just pass it on, because I usually know I can't get those ones open.
Makes sense, yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially if it's a relatively random one versus something that somebody sent to you specifically. That makes a lot of sense. So
yeah, this Meraxis, I want to try. I'll probably try this a little bit longer than I would normally, keep just one that was passed to me, because I know the Lockpicker 1969 is anxious to get some feedback on it and things like that, and so I don't want to just be like, well, I'm done. I kind of want to give it the.
I need victims. I mean test subjects. I mean testers.
Exactly. We know Picksmith could get it open, but he can get anything open, so that doesn't count. That's why it was sent to me. Because I'm an okay picker, but I'm not that great. So it's the test of, is the lock really that good or not?
Lockpicking gal. Sorry. Lockpicking gal. Those guides are 3D printed. There's files for them on Thingiverse.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty darn close.
Yeah, I was printing some of them this week. I was going to try to do some cuts and check them with my key guide and see.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I did see a video. I can't remember what video it was, though. That I can't remember whose video it was that I watched about those. I don't remember if it was a new video, if I happened upon it, you know what I mean? I just saw it and thought, oh, that's pretty interesting. And then I kind of, didn't hear anything about them until now again. So this is pretty cool to see, if TLP can get it going there. They work good. Yeah, what these guys were saying was if it's a deeper cut, it can bend the key. So that's why they take smaller.
Oh. That was easy.
Okay, someone sounds like Picksmith. Who was that?
That was me.
You'll get
Drop
that one.
The
That one's
tweezers.
A mix of
Drop the tweezers.
Poor Tig.
Drop the Vegemite. Oh no, I need to trademark those.
Oh, T. Metal says hello. That's the hobby. Hello. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Chris. All right. Challenge lock inspector. Yeah, we need a volunteer for challenge locks, actually. Oh, who is it? Jeff and Things has some challenge locks he's trying to pass along to whoever, you know, they're not his specifically, but he had them and was picking them and felt like, you know, it's time to let somebody else get a try on them. So he wants to pass them on to somebody. And we have the link we're going to show. We'll put it up later or whenever LockHeat was going to talk about it. But I was thinking about it when I read that comment. So I just wanted to put it out there if anybody's looking for challenge locks to pick. Jeff and Things has some, and we can get a hold of him and let him know that you'd like to try them or whatever. But I think he had about 6 of them, I want to say, that he was looking for homes for to get to pass along. So there's Picksmith. Hello, Picksmith. He must have heard me talking about him. It was all good though, Picksmith. I swear. Squiggledork and I are in the same exact boat. He says, I'll take some CLs. He's just banging his head against the black belt locks. I feel your pain. I really do. I think I might be giving the Gold V18 a pass for now. I'm going to try another week on it. And then I'm going to give it a pass and try a different lock altogether. That thing's brutal. Just brutal. There it is. For the link for Jeff and Things video on the challenge locks he was talking about is right there in the comments. Squiggledork, if you want to click it and check it out. And then I can also try to get a hold of Jeff too and let him know that you'd like to take them. And if you can't get those ones and you want other ones, I'd be glad to pass on some of the ones I've got here. I could pass them to you if you want. But I do have a couple really cool ones I've got to get to. Obviously, one of Meraxis I'm working on now, and I've got Puka, the one from Freediver. And I've got Captain Ron's challenge lock. And who else was there? And of course, Picksmith that I still can't get open. So I've only got a couple, but I'd be glad to pass them on. I am passing Nox Locks made me a challenge lock. You know the one like he made you, LockHeat. The thing is brutal. I'm passing it to Picksmith for him to give it a try because I just find it to be impossible to open. So I'm giving it to Picksmith to try.
By the way, as you can see, we have a full house on screen. That means that if you want to join, you get an error message saying that the studio is full. You just have to wait until someone decides to leave before you can enter. It's something we have to deal with.
Yeah, no worries. I'm probably going to take off in a couple minutes. I was hoping to chew through these locks pretty quickly, but they are all defeating me.
Oh, no.
Very soundly.
Oh, no.
This one is kind of fun, so I wasn't expecting this. I don't know if it's by design or probably by accident. So this is like a Walls Co. branded something. I don't know how close I can get with the focus.
Oh, okay.
But the shackle is no longer retained. So if I open it up, like shackle gone. Yeah. But it's got a pretty wickedly paracentric keyway for just being like a cheapo little, like I think it's like a drugstore lock.
Oh, wow.
What I looked up about it, but yeah, no, these are thoroughly defeating me. So I will give it about 5 minutes, and then yeah, if somebody else wants to hop on, I will bow out. So
yeah, I've had that happen too. I was like, oh, go to my comfort locks, you know, and then I'll just pick a couple comfort locks and feel better. And it was one of those days where that was just not happening either, and I just had to say, forget it.
I forget who it was. Somebody in LPU had said, like, on bad days, they actually pick their really hard locks. So when they come back to them on good days, they're like, oh, this is so much better. Like,
yeah, that's a good idea. That could like, be a good idea.
I like it, but it sounds so frustrating too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see you after a while when you can't get you're working on one lock, and you have to put the time in there to get used to it and get the hang of it, and that. But when you're not getting it, it's very tough. Greenish has gone through tons of really tough locks. How do you get through them?
I'm stubborn. It gets personal at one point, and then I just have to open it.
I was just thinking of that today with the one I was working on. I'm like, this is a little bit ridiculous, and I kind of felt like it was getting personal.
Yeah.
I was like mad at the lock. I'm like, are you serious right now?
I had it a couple of weeks ago with, I think it was Eva Jewel. And at a certain point, I knew I was getting closer, and I wasn't about to stop. I knew even if it took me a while, I had to get it open because I was so done with that lock. And I managed to get it open after half an hour, I think, on video. That was a long pick.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, though, you just wanted to be over and done with it. They're they're just so mean. Like,
yeah, this is what I'm thinking about doing for my next challenge lock.
oh, that's a nice looking lock. Wow.
So I was able to get the core out.
Oh, cool.
So what I'd like to do is make it so when you unlock it, the core will come out. So I got to figure out. I got another shackle. I think I'm gonna cut and kind of reverse it in there and thread it into the Bible, so that way when you unlock it, it'll come out and everything. And some of the, I'll let that showing up. That's some of the pins I'm trying to work on.
That's gonna be a good one.
But I got to find some stock or lay down some stock for this smaller key pins of those American locks.
Who was picking the MNC color?
Dev.
A nice tip for that, for the sliders.
Yeah.
Just a half diamond works very well on those.
Okay, yeah, I think I just got to the sliders a moment ago, and that's what I pulled out, like a smaller half diamond to do it with. I needed something a little bit smaller than the flags I have.
With that exact lock,
sorry,
the MNC color, it sometimes helps if you use try to push all the sliders at once to one side.
Okay.
And then a couple of them will set. That sometimes helps, and then you can make half diamond.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Yeah, when I get the sliders, I'll give that a shot. Thank you. Yeah, sliders are something new I've been trying to learn and work on. The last couple I got, I think, is just because the slider pattern is really difficult.
Yeah, those sliders are tough. I don't think I've picked a lock that has sliders that I've had to work with. I don't think I've picked one yet. I had a Yale dimple lock that has a few sliders, but they're just too annoying and I can't get them to set. So I've not picked it yet. I've been able to pick it. Oh, who got their open?
Yeah, that's me. I was working on an Abus, I suppose, C83.
Oh, those are my
the ones
favorites.
that are most common. But I never really know because most of my locks I get from like second hand without the packaging. So today is my Abus day. I'm going to open up a couple of those. This was open a minute ago. Oh, it's the other side. And open them up to see what kind of Abus I actually have here. And this one opened in the first 2 minutes of our session, and this one just kept me going until now. And they're supposed to be the same difficulty, so
yeah,
I'll try to get one more open, and then I'll make space for another picker because I know there are probably some people out there waiting to take part in our little session here.
Nice open.
Yeah, those C83s are they're like fun to pick. They're just very fun. And like you said, they were supposed to be the same difficulty, but one was a little tougher, you know?
Yeah, it always changes rather quickly for me. Maybe it's just my skill level that I feel like they are sometimes much harder and sometimes much easier to pick. But they're always fun because once you get a handle on it, you feel the spools, and then it's just becoming fun to pick.
Right. Yeah, I think that's true with them. There's some that are tougher for sure. And somebody did tell me they had a newer type of spools in some of them. So you might have a couple that are like that too. You know, it might be that you've got a newer one with the different types of spools in them. And that might be a little tougher, you know.
The old C83s have just a standard and some spools and standard T-pins, but the newer C83s have spools and I think some kind of T-pins and
yeah.
As well much that.
Yeah, those T-pins are a little fun. They keep dropping down and stuff like that when you're trying to pick them. Makes it a little rough.
Oh, let's see. Hey, I guess G Keyman, they asked a question in the chat. So the way it's held in, let's see, is once they put the core in, if that's showing up, they take a hammer and they beat this little ring around. You can kind of see it on this side, and that's what holds the core in. So once you pop it, all you got to do is take a punch and right in that hole and drive it down, but make sure you leave this space open so it can come out. So I kind of put something there and put something right on the edge and just take a punch just small enough to fit in that hole and just hammer it right out. And then I take a Dremel and kind of sand it so it can go in and out real easy.
Cool. I was curious. I have a few of those, and I had no idea that those could be gutted. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. It's a nice looking lock too. Is that Isaac?
Look,
you can tell by the mess, eh?
I knew who it was. Yeah. Hi, Isaac.
Hey. How's it going?
It is going. It is going. How was your week? What do you got taking there today?
I have a couple things because first of all, on Facebook there was a couple people I was talking with. One of them, their name is J. Robert Parker, and then there's another person, if I can see if I can remember who it was.
Heads up, everybody, real quick. Someone's brushing their mic, so if you're unmuted, check to see if your mic's too close to you or something.
Lockjack's mic, by the way.
Yeah, I can't find who it is right now. I can't connect to my Facebook for some reason, but anyways, there's two separate people. They're asking about Smart Key, and specifically with the padlock. One of them had a padlock version, and I was talking with them about how to modify it so you can take the core out.
Oh, okay.
So I know I showed that maybe a month or two ago here, but I thought I might show it again in case there's people who are interested in seeing. That was one thing. Yeah, and then also I wanted to show, like, one other thing was we were talking about wafer locks being hard to clamp in the vise, and I found a cool trick. If you have like anything like any strike plate, even just a small one like this, you can you'd want to have one without the tab though on the back, because that gets in the way. So you can just bend that back and forth until it breaks off, or get one without that. Or get, like there's the bigger commercial ones if you happen to have access to those. I don't assume that most people do, but the standard size wafer locks have this little flat spot here. It's not a perfect cylinder, so that flat spot will actually jam in that space, and it's the same for this. It's the same like width on both of them, so it's the perfect width. And then what you can also do is then you can, you know, unscrew the back part and then take the nut and put the nut on and then tighten that down, and then it'll hold in place. And then you clamp this in the vise or this, and then it actually holds the lock much more sturdy. So it's essentially like you're installing a lock onto something, but it's just a basic piece of metal. So that way you can hold it, and it makes impressioning a little bit easier with them.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so that was the other thing I wanted to potentially show here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if those guys are in like watching right now, so unless there's anybody specifically who wants me to show the smart key thing, then I'll just hold off on that for now. Maybe I'll show it in a little bit.
Okay. What are you gonna impression one or just pick it?
No, just show how. Well, yeah, I'd pick it too, but I'd show first of all how to remove the retaining pin from the shackle, so that way, or from the inside of the shackle hole, so that way you can remove the core from the body.
Oh wow!
And then also how to pick the Gen 3 with the special sidebar shim, which I have right here. So.
Did you make that sidebar shim? From
Yeah.
A pick or something? Oh wow! Okay.
This actually, I think it used to be an SS Dev deep hook.
Okay.
But the tip broke, and then, or maybe it was the short hook or something. I can't remember. But anyways, I just ground down the side so that I made it even thinner, because these were 15,000s, but I made it thinner than 15,000s with that metal or the grinding stone thing on my Dremel that I showed you guys last week.
Yeah, those that comes in handy when you break a pick. I always keep it because you never know what you need it for, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then I've also marked some lines on it, which help me see kind of where it needs to be.
Here's that Lockwood Euro I was talking about. 2 picksmith in them. If you can see it. Shrunk now. But I'm sending the other half to LockChuck because he was asking about things for his belt, and so I have one, so I cut it in half and sending it to LockChuck.
I still haven't got
Thank
mine.
you.
Yeah, we,
Sounds good, bro.
You got yours too off of Adam, huh? Is that what you were saying? Paracentric.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Can you get yours open?
Are you kidding me?
I've happily picked mine, I can say. But let me tell you something, the key on it is ridiculous, first of all. And the bidding is like, and I don't say too much about the bidding of keys because it doesn't usually bother me, but on a Lockwoods, it makes it either hell or super easy, I feel like. And this one's just it picks just like you would think it does with this key. That's all I know. And it's
this one's a little up and down. Yeah.
So yeah, they're good fun.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh
Back
yeah.
of that key is ridiculous.
Yeah, that one's a little brutal too. Yep.
Have you seen that like Saturday Night Live thing where it's like, can I get your number? Can I get your number? The back of your head is ridiculous. Work that up, dude.
I was not expecting that. The back of that head.
Oh man. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Just if you haven't seen it, search "Can I get your number?"
I'm definitely gonna have to because I didn't see it, but I know it sounds just like you said it.
It's funny. I'm not doing it as much justice.
Oh goodness. Yeah, but these those definitely are tough. That was LockHeat. Good job, LockHeat.
Congrats.
Very nice work. Maybe I'll try that Lockwood now that I'm thinking about it. I've put Miraxis away for a while. I got into a nice false set and that was about it.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm switching up myself.
Oh, by the way, Michael, what I was saying before with those guides is the way that they're meant to be used is not that the guides themselves, but the leashy cutter in general works better if you, anytime you're trying to remove metal with it, that you just take small bites as you work towards the depth that you want. So if you just...
The problem I'm running into is I wanted to make the first pass, no cheating, decode the key or try to decode the key using the template. And I guess I didn't go tight enough because the numbers I had during my first decode were one below where it was actually at. And I verified, I didn't want to look at the key until I tried to do the decode, just eyeballing it. And sure enough, the key came out exactly where this is at. So I was one lower than where I needed to be. Now, when I went to go, because I did the cut based on this.
Yes. I'm sorry.
The cuts were not far enough in, obviously. When I went to go make these cuts to deepen it, trying to cut another little chunk off with the Richie is really not that easy to do.
When the guide is in place, yeah, exactly. So what I was going to say is actually that's very interesting, because what I was going to say before was typically what I've seen people do is on those last cuts, or like once they've cut it in place, then they'll take a guide and then they'll use a file to clean it up to get with a guide to get, because keep in mind, these are supposed to be used by locksmiths in the field when they don't have a key cutter, and they don't even necessarily have those guides even. So they would just use like a key gauge, right? And a key gauge with the leashy cutter and try to get the spots as correct as possible. Maybe matching it to like putting another key in a vice grip and then matching it to that, and then trying to clamp them together so that you have them lined up, and then you can eat away at the one key and then use the key gauge to make sure that in a file to make sure that your cuts are at, like, to do a little bit of touch up at the end. It's not necessarily meant to make it perfect. It's just meant to make so you don't need to file the key from scratch. It makes that whole thing much quicker in the process. Yeah, like basically what Nox is saying, to replace the pack-a-punch, which was a different type of key cutting in the field, mechanical type of key cutter type of, like, manually operated type of machine. So the way that I've seen people do it in this case with those gauges, the actual like key gauges, is do what you're saying, where they get it close and then they do a file to touch it up. But what you're saying is that it was one cut off. So I'm curious, if you just go one cut deeper and then you just cut it like how you were cutting it in the first place and then measured it with the gauge, if it would be perfect or right on, or if it'd be too deep or too high still, or what, I don't know.
This is my first key I'm experimenting on. So
yeah,
we'll learn a lot along the way, I'm sure.
One thing I've figured out too with using that thing a lot, and I don't use a file at the end to clean it up. What I do is, because like Isaac mentioned, sometimes with deep cuts, instead of cutting a whole bunch of cutting little at once, you do big cuts, it'll warp the key a little bit. So what I do is I'll flip the key around the other way. That way the punch is pushing it back down the other direction to get it kind of back facing the right direction.
By the way, did you get your multi-lock with 5 pins yet?
No.
I know you got it with 4.
Nope. No, I have not. Well, I got it once with 4 on the last picking time. I haven't been able to touch it again.
Oh, okay.
Been a busy week.
Busy. Fair enough. Don't let it sit too long or else, it'll get rusty.
No, I pick at it while I'm in meetings at work.
I'm just teasing.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
What's up?
Sorry.
I just got the last of the 4 Abers open, and this
Ooh.
one's branded Chisa or Chisa, and I was wondering, does that mean anything at all? Like, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, now it's in focus. The others are all blank. Some of them are banged up because they were from top fronts and they got damaged. But this one is branded Chisa as well. I mean, isn't that a different company altogether?
Oh, it does say. Yeah, Chisa. CISA, right?
Yeah, see, it's a lock manufacturer, and they manufactured locks for Abus.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I see.
I have some CISA padlocks. That's really weird to see.
Someone was just asking, about because they also manufactured their own locks for other companies as well. I think they're like a branch of Allegion, which is the company that owns Schlegg. So it just shows how everything in once it gets up the chain is all connected. Everything's owned by Assa Abloy or Allegion or
Those CISA too. They all have some spools in them. They were kind of threw me off a little bit. They look cheap, like cheap little padlocks.
So they ended up being pretty decent then.
Yeah, they at least had some spools in them. And I think their keyway is more of a curvy Yale style, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, those be fun. I'm glad he's taken and gutting it. I'd like to see what it looks. If there's any difference in the spools and stuff.
I'm really liking this pick that I made with you guys last week. It took me a little bit to get used to, but it's really growing on me.
Wait, where are you? I can't see your screen. Let me find you. Ah, there you are. Okay.
I guess you can't really see with my name there, but I was working on the multi-lock. Just sharpening up on my skills in case LP69 has any questions to surprise me with on this journey.
My internet went slow down or something. I totally missed everything you said, Isaac. I couldn't even hear anything.
Oh, I was saying I'm working on this multi-lock here, and this pick that I made last week was really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Just sharpening up on my skills in case LP69 has any questions, is what I was saying.
I appreciate that.
Nice. I heard the bell. What are we lining up for? Lockpicks gotta line us up now.
Fire drill.
Shoutout time.
It's time for recess.
Let's all get a drink. Yeah.
Drink? Okay.
Oh, there's
For a
Rhino.
shout out because we didn't shout out
Rhino.
before.
I've been thinking about you, man. Just wondering where you were. Been meaning to send you a message. Just want to touch base. Everything all good?
Probably. The first shout out for today is for the Lockpicker 69.
Nice.
Nice.
We kind of do it every week with his giveaways, but you have to shout out his direct channel.
Yeah, I forgot about that, and I apologize.
But no problem. There's an actual shout out for you. But I don't think you have anybody that is viewing this channel that hasn't such you yet.
Probably not. Yeah.
But if you haven't, his link is in the description.
I don't know if anybody's mentioned it before, but I'll say that about his channel. He's got a lot of curated playlists full of information as well. So not just his videos, he's collected tons of other videos for playlists as well.
Yep. We have to wait for the squirrels to catch up.
Yeah, lots of different information other than picking also.
Hey, Justin.
3D printing. Obviously, the interview series. LadyLocks, shoutouts. Tutorials. Lots of neat stuff.
A little bit of everything for everybody.
Probably. So if you have something, as said, link is in the description. And next up is Pickle Slice.
Pickle Slice.
He's one of the newer guys.
Cool.
He only has 9 subs, so I hope we can change that after this episode. He already has some nice stuff.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a lot of subs. We probably have like 20 people watching. Everybody should go over there and sub to him very quickly.
currently 23.
Someone throw his a link to his channel in the chat.
It's already in the description of the YouTube video.
Okay, let's see. I think I was subbed to
But
him.
But you know, people are too lazy to go to there.
Yep.
If it's not like right accessible to them, they're just gonna be like,
It is.
That's more than one click away.
No, okay, it's a scroll and a click. Okay, got me there.
No, it's a click to close the chat, and then a click to open up the description, then a scroll, and then another
First
click.
world problems.
Yeah, on mobile, but on PC, the chat is in the same screen.
It's too much. It's too much, LockHeat. Jeez.
Not to mention having to like search through everything to find the right one. And
LockHeat, this is a good place to inject the fixedness saying that's easy.
Yeah.
You'll get that one. That one's easy.
I haven't heard that yet. Oh, hell.
I hear that in my head when I fail. I hear him in my head saying that when I fail all the time now, so I hope he knows that.
That's like with me and the uh-oh sound.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
LadyLocks, you realize you're giving him free rent in your head.
It's in there, though. It's already stuck. I can't get it out of there. I hear him laughing at me going, that one's easy. Come on.
He's literally doing that right now.
Yeah, in the chat.
Anyway, Pickle Slice's link is down in the description. If you're not too lazy, go click him.
Sorry, Pickle Slice. It's going to be a bad day because everyone's going to be too lazy.
And then the last one for today, if I can close my announcements. So, is a channel without absolutely no content. At least so he says. And if my computer will cooperate, I can even show it. And there we go. He has about, what was it, 60 subs, so he could use some more. 22 videos. Mostly about pick making.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I find I watch all those kind of videos anyways, even though I don't actually make picks or anything. If somebody's on my subscriptions list and I see their video pop up, I do try to watch them anyways. And just like with Chris's stuff on disc detainer locks, I've learned so much stuff about disc detainer locks, and I haven't picked one in so long. I gave all my stuff to somebody else that I didn't like it, but when I decide to do it again, I'm definitely gonna have a lot more knowledge first before I just try to start in on it, just from watching all Chris's videos about it. So even though you're not working on something currently, I find myself still watching some of the stuff that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm currently into, but what I might do someday.
Mm-hmm.
And what the hell is Greenish got going on? Is this disc detainer picking
No.
about it, or what is that thing?
Just someone said if nothing works, pick the hardest lock you have.
Oh god.
Ah, all right.
I'm just trying to fit this thing out. This is a Western Electric 30C.
It's the one you're posting in the chat earlier this morning, right?
This is a Black Belt 5 lock.
Oh my.
That doesn't look too hard.
And I got some known from Jabende. And he has hey, why doesn't the key work? He has made a nice cutaway of it. But the problem is this blocker. If you turn the key past this, that blocker engages and all the levers are just stuck.
Oh.
There. So if that's the wrong position, well, you have to figure out how to get out of that and figure out what's the right position. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to figuring it out at the moment.
Right. Okay.
It's nice that you can see the levers though while you're picking it, and then when you actually have to do it for your belt pick, you can cover that spot up. But at least you don't need to it's already in cutaway form.
Yeah, there's a cover that goes over it. So when I'm actually going to pick it, this will be covered.
Great. That's cool.
But this way I can just try to.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to have to deal with when you're picking something like that. That's a lot.
Yeah. I have no idea how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll have to figure.
Those are usually installed on safety deposit boxes and high security situations.
Yeah, I think this is also on telephone payphones.
Oh, cool. Not in Canada though, only in Europe. In Canada, we would have a master lock on a telephone thing.
Oh, got you.
Nice. Is that you, Paracentric, just got that open?
Yeah, that's an old pack lock I forgot I had in the box. It's got the federal key.
Oh, yeah. I have one of those as well. Those are nice. You don't see those often. Yeah, it's totally unique and different.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Logo on it and all.
Manipulator said that his battery died and then he went to go take a duty.
He said duty.
Poor manipulator. Oh goodness.
Yeah, this is a cool lock. A couple years ago, I bought several. There was a guy locally that was dumping all his Federal 500s, the brass ones.
Oh, they're so nice looking, man.
He dumped them cheap, and I bought a bunch of them. And then he just hand-delivered the stuff to the house and brought me this extra pack lock, and that's where those other tiny little laminated Federal 30mm padlocks I sent you came from.
Wow.
He gave me some restricted cores for them and a bunch of pins and everything.
That was a cool one. That was a cool find.
Yeah, it was
I got a in the mail today, or no, yesterday in the mail. I got I got an American lock from BB Telpix. he loves picking the American locks. That's like his favorite thing to do, and I hate them. But he always sends me a surprise every once in a while, and I always feel like I have to pick it for him. So I try my best. He keeps me picking American locks because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't pick them.
They're really good learning locks in general to develop feel and stuff.
Yeah, I went through my.
You're gonna love them.
days.
You will
Oh,
eventually
no.
love them.
I
Everybody
don't
comes
think
to
I
love them at some point.
Everybody comes around.
I don't know. I'm trying my best. I'm trying really hard to love them, but I kind of
Just-
hate them.
Everybody says light tension. I say heavy tension. Well, I guess there are a bunch of people who say heavy tension too. But I say focus more on heavy tension and light pick pressure.
Yeah.
Very light pick pressure.
That's exactly. I've been trying to pay attention to that recently because I've been trying to think of ways to teach people to do this since I go to the cons and all. And I'm right there with you. I was like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm
look, I
typically a
just cut
heavy
it
tension
open too.
person.
That was about 20 seconds.
Nice.
All right.
See, there you go.
Sorry
All
about
because
that.
of what I just said right there.
I was super happy.
You're welcome.
It's from Isaac. It was from Isaac because he was here.
What were you saying, by the way,
Keep saying
Trev?
what you're saying.
That light tension just makes all those pins pop in place when you have, or that light pick pressure makes those pins just pop in place when you have heavy tension on. I feel.
Yeah,
Like
I
feel
agree.
like to have good clicks in.
Totally. Just sets it in better.
Yeah.
You can feel like when you're on a serrated pin and when it's like setting versus clicking on a serration. Also,
Yeah,
that's another
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that too. The serrations, they can be tricky if you're not really. I don't think with light tension you can feel the difference as much. Honestly, it just feels.
So now,
like
do you love American 1100s?
No, I still hate them. I could get a bunch of them open. I've gotten a bunch of them open before, and I hate everyone. But I picked it for BB, so I'm happy.
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
Well, you don't like
You
that. Then
gotta
I'll send you
sound clip that.
1200 then.
What was that?
I
So you don't like 1100.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I thought she was
I was
asking
saying
me.
she doesn't like 1100, so I'll send her a 1200 and a 1300.
There you go.
Same core.
Jeez, oh man.
You'll get that one. That one's easy. It is easy.
Here he
God,
is.
it's almost
Oh,
like he's here.
I thought that was the sound bite.
No,
Oh, hell.
not this time. Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Oh, I'm gonna have
Hey.
nightmares.
Oh, he is here. Holy cow.
Surprise!
Hello.
It's like, those are great
At
sound
this
bites.
point, I don't know if it's a sound bite or if it's him.
Right.
Lockheed had so many sound bites of Kurt. You know,
We got Paracentric and Kurt.
he could totally troll us, you know, and have a whole session where we just think Kurt's here and
Well, that was easy.
just different sound bites.
It's funny, I can that one put my sound up and not my video, and I just mess with you guys the whole time.
Hello,
Yeah, you could do it the other
Pickaholics.
way around too. There you go.
That would be bad.
Prev, it's completely okay. I've completely just roll with it now. We have same voices.
Oh,
you know,
sorry.
1 and 2 pickers.
Sorry,
and
Prev.
that's
I
it.
thought, yeah, and also I heard Jen say Deb, but I thought she said Prev.
With
So-
our powers combined.
I am getting nowhere today, so I think this is a nice time to leave and relax a little bit before I go to bed.
What time is it for you, Greenish?
It is 11 p.m.
Oh wow.
It's past my
Same here.
bedtime.
So that's a good time. Take care, everyone.
Take
Well,
care.
thank
See
you.
you Tuesday.
It's always good to see you. And yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Good night, buddy.
Yeah, I managed to pick up these locks this week. You know, I collect the old Federal locks. You know, the original
wow.
ones, not the ones with the blue bands on the bottom. I had my eyes on these for quite a while. The seller wanted way too much money for them, And then I guess he just eventually got tired of sitting on them, and then he cut the price in half. Said, "Well, all right, I'll take them."
Oh, nice.
Federal 400.
Yeah, those
Federal
puck
400 puck lock in the box.
Oh,
still in the box.
Wow.
Is this paid content?
And then a long shackle 200, Federal 200, also in the box.
Oh wow, nice finds.
Yeah, they were about. I don't know what gets with shipping. They were about $45 a piece.
Nice.
Wish I knew how many of Wish I knew how many of these there were. Can't seem to find a document that says how many styles of Federals there were. You know, I've got 100, 200, 300, 500, 600. There's 400 now. I think there's a 90.
Oh, wow.
I have a little 20 millimeter Federal too.
Oh, nice.
It's weird you can't find anything that tells you, you know, what all ones there are. That's strange.
Right, right.
Of
Only
all the
one I know
things
that.
you can't find out, you know what I mean? In this day and age.
I know Locknoob has a few of them. But
That was
here's
really
the-
nice. Wow.
It's that 500. This is the beast, the 600.
Oh, jeez.
These have removable cores. This came with a GG core. I think I've shown this before. This was one of Bosnian Bill's locks.
Burn it.
That's neat. That thing's a beast. You said you haven't
man.
picked it?
Oh hell no! That's got a
I
GG
like
core.
that all black.
Oh,
Jeez,
gosh.
yes.
Yeah, the GG core would just make it terrible.
There's that GG key right there.
Oh my.
Man, I think I managed to set one pin. You know.
Jeez. Yeah, I think I'm aiming my goal to be someday to pick the 5-pin GG that I have, and that will just be like my final GG goal. I'm not going to try to pick any other ones.
Done with GGs. Check it off the list.
Yeah. Like, okay, I picked a GG. That's it for me. Thank you. And I've got 2 7-pin ones that are just ridiculous. I think they're 7-pin, 6 or 7, but either way, they're ridiculous.
I feel the same about my GG.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what they even do with that thing. So I just don't even know where to start. I'm just I'm like, do I put 1 pin in and struggle and then feel horrible about myself, or do I just not pick a GG?
Yeah,
do I
done with
send it
GG.
to Kurt and then just not, you know? Then nice job. How many's in that? Is that fully pinned?
No, that is how many is that?
Oh wow, nice.
5 and 3, 8.
Wow.
8 out of 10, or no, there's 12 in there. So I've got 3 out of there. That's 9. 9 sliders.
Wow, that's great.
I've
You're
been just
almost ready
Nice
to-
job, buddy. You're making good progress with it.
Yeah. That was fast too. You got that pretty quick. Holy cow.
that's the 3rd time today that I've picked it. I would drop back down to 6 or what was it? 8. I don't even remember. I'm so confused.
How long is it taking you to do that many?
How long was that? 3, 4, 5 minutes. It
That's
gets
really
faster
good.
every single time.
That's really good.
Yeah, that-
Do you look every single time?
Yeah, there's 9 in here. There's what now?
Are you looking every single time?
Looking at what? I have
Like,
to pick this.
are you visually? Are you?
Yeah, that's
was
the only
that?
way that I can pick this.
yeah.
I'm actually memorizing where the sliders are looking and how they are, and then kind of by feel as well too as they go in. So I don't.
Yeah, but by feel too.
Well, yeah, because on mine, my left side picks and binds first before the right side will. So this one's actually isolated, which has been really nice to be and helpful.
Cool.
Oh, shit. Oops.
The reason I'm saying is with mine, I found that what I did when I was learning it that really helped me, and if you see my video, you'll see what I mean. I did a bunch, like I would learn it how you're doing it, and then like I did one side, and then I learned the other side, and then I learned both sides together. So I did the first, and then the first, and added the second, and the third, and the third. But every single time I would complete a level, I would complete it visually first, where I saw like through the back, and I could see, you know, where everything was. I put a piece of paper behind a white piece of paper so I could see clearly, you know, through the other side. And then after I would do that, I covered it completely, and I did it where I couldn't see anything. And I just tried to see if I could remember the feeling of where everything was and how I could like get past a gate or whatever it was that I needed to do. And that really helped me a lot to get good at navigating through the lock.
Yeah, and the way I'm doing
And in the end, I did it without looking.
Let me take my camera off. I'm picking through my light ring.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
They don't like backlight on these, so mine is actually... I have the cover on it, so I'm picking it this way. So it's all sight vision through the ring.
Yeah.
And I started with left side, 3 of them in there, 4, 5, 6. Did the same thing to the other side. Then I started with 1 on each side, 2 on each side, 3 on each side, 4 on each side. Now I was up on 5 on one side. Now this is 5 on each side. Because I'm just having to relearn where all those go, because you don't have the room anymore when they're both opposing in there. Where before you could have your pick on the side and move the...
Oh, yeah. Right. Now you're stuck having to do it real... Like
exactly.
With no room. I see.
That's why I like to do without looking too, and then it could help me. That's like it helped me navigate. But that's just me, you know. They are like what you said. They're very strict about not lighting it from the back. And that's I'm even more of a stickler. Like I like it with no light at all, personally. Just find that it helped me a lot to really develop that ability and that feeling of being able to navigate with my fingers.
I just can't do it. I'm actually learning to visually pick this and go, okay, this is going there. This is going there. I found that was easier for me.
Yeah, no, I totally
manipulate
get
them.
it. I'm just saying, try it without looking too. Like at some point, while you have it progressively pinned, you're already up to 5 pins, so it'll be hard. But I mean, if you ever pull them out again or whatever, and you, for whatever reason, work with lesser, just see if you can do it. I bet you'll surprise yourself.
Could be. But this thing, I had tried 5 and 5. I just bumped up from 4 to 4 and put them both in on both sides, and it was like, nope, not happening. I don't know where things are sitting again. So it's like, oh
man, yeah. Every time you put something new in, it's like a new lock, and it's just then you got to learn it all over again. That makes it hard, you know. But but at least with that, you know exactly where you're placing everything. So having to, even though you're relearning the order it goes and all that, you still aren't changing where you're placing those.
Exactly.
So they're still going in the same place. So you're learning the first few really well, at least because they're in there the whole time, you know.
Exactly. And I found that putting them in the back, doing the back to front, made it even harder instead of going front.
That's how I did it. Actually, I did it back to front, I think.
Manipulator's back with his pins.
Yay.
Yeah.
He's done his duty. He finished his duty.
I finished exactly. The other one as well. Yeah, I just wanted to check back in because someone asked about the pins, and I'm sad to disappoint. They're exactly the same, apart from one slight detail. That is that I don't know why I'm using this, but some of the key pins here have serrations in them.
Oh, all right.
that was the normal ABUS, not the G-Cell version. And the other pins are totally the same, only that we don't have standard. We have this, I don't know if you can see that. They're a little beveled at the top and bottom.
Yeah.
And those tend to be in there now. So.
Well, and they were
So
in the
for me-
same spots on there too, huh? And the top, that top ones that look like they're on
Yeah.
the top, they are spools then.
Yeah, all of these are
Okay.
spools.
Okay.
And exactly, they were in the same spot as
Yeah.
well. And
Oh,
I've
wow.
opened a few other ABUS before, and it's always exactly the same setup.
Huh.
Sometimes we have serrated key pins. This is a really long key pin in the other one that doesn't have a serration here, but usually they tend to be serrated.
Oh, there we go.
And this is a
Yeah,
shorter
those
one that
are
also has a
just
serration,
such
I
fun
just
to
figured.
pick. Such nice little locks.
So those are the older ones. Because I've got some of the newer ones that Armlock just sent me this box that has some of the newer C83s in and one of his impressioning 1100s to try.
Oh, nice.
But here's 5 and 5.
Nice.
Wow, good job.
Very nice.
Very good.
And I'll keep doing that for a long time, but I'm going to try something easier for now.
Just be careful about over rotating the plug after you pick it.
Over rotate? It
Like
spins
you can,
360.
yeah, but if you spin it and relock it, and then the sliders, like if you spin it 90 degrees and the sliders move at all, then it's you have to like pick it out of that position.
Yeah, I did see that, but mine the sliders hold in really nicely. Even in the up and down, I can snap it back to where the key
Nice.
goes back in, and it just spins again. So my sliders are really nicely locked in there, and this one's actually from Artichoke too. So
Cool.
he's been helping me
Nice.
understand this and learn this.
He's definitely a good person to have teach you things.
Yeah.
Lockpicking Gal wants to know if those two pins in manipulators abuses are barrel pins, the ones he was showing. I thought they were not, but I can't. They look like them, don't they?
I don't know.
They have that little line on the top and bottom. It makes them look like a barrel.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Are those barrel pins? Do you call them that? But that, I mean, the core is not modified, so they're pretty easy to pick.
Yeah, see, it looks
They're
like
just-
the above the lines, and it isn't like a different diameter though. It looks like the lines are just on there, and the pins
It's
like
more like
full.
almost like a GG with just a double spooling.
Yeah, right? I mean, they behave a lot like spools as well.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Jay, I just saw that he was in the chat.
All right. But I think that's it from me today. I'll call it a night.
Well, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us and picking.
You just got
Obviously,
back.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to finish up what I started. No, I really need to go tomorrow. I know it's a holiday here, but
Now you have to stay
there's,
for at
some-
least an hour.
It would be the polite thing to do, right?
Maybe he has another duty he has to do. Leave him alone.
More duties.
Well, if that's
Others
the
do.
case, then I'd say maybe see a doctor.
Oh, jeez.
Because I don't know if that's healthy. You have to go duty again right away after going duty. But I mean, that happens too. That could be totally natural as well.
Oh, gosh.
We are all born with our own bodies. Thank you.
It's always good to know that we also have professional medical advice in this group.
Absolutely. Especially regarding duty. I'm a duty expert.
And define professional.
All I know is we're full of duty over here, so it sounds like a lot of us are full of duty, Isaac.
If I'll send you a lock of hair and a sample of duty.
Oh God.
Oh.
I do not want that duty sample.
I think Squiggle Dork would take it at this point. He's wants a lock of hair too, but I'm not going to share that. I'll share the duty with him.
Wasn't it the challenge log number 2 as well?
I don't know. He would definitely, yeah, we could just call it a challenge lock of number 2 and send it. That'd be cool.
Sorry, Dana.
She has gone to crap.
Quite literally.
Poor
Dork,
Steve,
yes, they are.
He says he just got hair and that's all he hears about.
We are not 5, we promise. We pick locks.
Jen, at this point, they're used to it.
Oh,
I second that, Squirtle Log. I heard some people do that.
Hey, we got an award for most funniest video, so we have to keep it up.
We'll live up to that reputation.
Exactly. They're just laughing at us because we can't pick anything. That's the only reason we got funniest. They're like, haha, look at them guys. One open among all 20 of them.
Okay, but what made that episode over the top was Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been busy doing music stuff, so he hasn't been able to stop through. But he has checked in and said hello and stuff. But he hasn't been able to come on and pick because he's been busy with his. He has a couple other projects he's been doing, but hopefully we'll see him soon.
Drop the tweezers.
Jay Gabriel.
That was the same episode.
Was it?
It was a tweezer episode 18. So,
Oh gosh.
so as far as I know, we got nominated for that part. But
You know what? That traumatized Dig, but you know what? He's such a better picker now for that. I have to say.
Trauma's the best way to learn.
Yeah, he did not want to get that on. Like he felt so much pressure getting that on camera, but he did it anyways, and we were all yelling at him. And he still did
Speaking
it.
of Dig, I think he went away on a trip or something, and he's
Yeah.
telling me he's at the airport. I don't know exactly what it was, but
Yeah, he picked his
Yeah.
lock on the airplane too, so he got that into the what is that? The Mile High Lock Sport.
Yeah, Mile High Club.
Yeah. I talked to John. He might be thinking of actually shutting that down after he gets everybody backlogged back into it. He's
but
been
to really
pursuing
officially
other
be part of the
hobbies.
Mile High, what's that?
He's been pursuing other hobbies.
Does someone just need to take over the website or something?
Possibly. I mean, that whoever talks to him, that could certainly be a possibility.
I'll ask him about that because it seems like that's all that is just maintaining the website, right?
Well,
At
it's
least
also
from
having
what I
to
see.
make the certificates, send out the patches.
Yeah.
It's really simple, but it comes in because he sends out a certificate as well too.
That could always be split up between people as well. Like somebody could like maintain the site, someone maintains certificates and stuff. Though it's not too much either, you know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Welcome,
I wonder.
Sick.
Hey, Sick.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey, Sick.
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
We can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, if anybody is interested, I mean, just like the thing with the Locksport cast and the Lockies.
Yeah. Yeah, we really got to help out there too. I appreciate what he does a lot.
Yeah. I mean, for the people who can help, would be beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, it would be cool if he had different little things he needed, like volunteers for just different tasks. I bet you that would probably help get things done. Like if he just assigned a task to everybody who wanted to help,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
I know he's dead on with the Lockie Award, like chosen one at the end. Like Sherelle, I see him on Twitter and social media all the time. Like Sherelle loads him with information. Like,
yep,
it's wild. Just
Yeah, I
constant.
never see any lock news pretty much like that that would even be worth like I never see it. So it's kind
Yeah.
of I just wonder, you know,
You
because I
have to
definitely
search
would
it out.
tell them, but yeah.
Yeah, you have to search that stuff out and find it. Plus, anything that's relevant in the sport as well, too.
Yeah, like black belts or
Yep.
additions and stuff to the belt changes and rankings.
Yeah, I can just imagine all the work he puts into that because just editing those videos for the awards to show, to show what he showed just to make the awards video, that had to have been hours and hours and hours of work just to get those little clips together. I mean, it's not like he had them all, you got to search all those and then find the best one and then,
But he was looking for the 30-second clip for picking time. It's like, where do you pull it out of 3 hours?
Right. Real quick, Lockchuck has disappeared. He said his phone died, but he will see us next week. But
good.
Right.
Yeah, that was what was happening with mine too. It died really quickly. But I'm glad he stopped through.
Yeah, I like his videos. He seems really polished already. Just getting up to green on his small short videos.
Right. Yeah, he did a good job on those. Once he picked for that too.
Oh, come on, damn it. Sorry.
Famous last words. You all were literally thinking the same thing at that
Look
time.
at the turn on this damn thing. It's almost open. I thought it was opening and it did not open.
Breathe on it.
I'm pissed.
Oh gosh, it's one of those locks.
We're on the inner pins now.
Yeah, there's just one in there.
It makes you feel happy even though it's not open.
Oh, if I screw this up, I'll be so pissed.
Toys with your emotions.
Is that one of the ones with the spooled inner pins?
Yep, pin and pin, 2 interactive in it.
So it's probably the interactive pin that you just need to touch. At this point, it's just the outer pins that if you're in the deep ball set.
Yeah.
So you can actually just
kind of mash as long as I keep pressure on, right?
What's that?
I can kind of mash as long as I have pressure on. I have this nice sharp tip to hit the inner ones. So yeah, I think it's just
exactly. Well, you don't need to even touch inner pins at this point. Like it's the inner driver pins that you're on, but it's the outer key pins that you're trying to pick. So just you can even use
the full set.
The deep fall set?
So he's on the inner stuff, yes.
I just set one, yeah.
If it's the deep fall set, then it's the inner driver pins and the outer key pins. So that's the last stage.
That's why I was asking if they were the spooled inner pins and the counter milled outer pins, because those are a pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the pins look like on this one yet, and I think I just lifted one I shouldn't have. Damn it.
I hate that.
Oops.
It's like right away.
Yeah.
But it's too late to do
I'm not getting the
anything.
feedback and everything else, and I went way too far back. Son of a...
So then you were probably like what Kurt was saying, on the inner, still on the inner key pin.
Yeah, I think I lifted an outer when I shouldn't have. See if I can tickle it back down.
Manipulator said, "My phone died again. I guess this charger just won't do. I will still be around for a bit while I reassemble or something." Then he says, "I'm doing my duty just while watching you from the shadows." And then Lockpicking Gal said she has her waiters out in the car. Does she need to go grab them?
Jeez.
Well, while you do that, maybe it's a good time for us to do the giveaways.
Let's do it.
Well, Manipulator's taking its duty again.
Well, we got a nice list and a lot of giveaways that are going to be ending tomorrow. So you got enough to do in these live ends. We start off, as usual, with the Lockpicker 1969. with his channel to just follow for all his giveaways. The one that is running currently is another bundle giveaway with a nice.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I think we've only had 3 people enter this one, and there's a lot to give away, and it's just recording a video like we all do.
Oh. Well, they have a week almost.
They have until Friday, yeah. I draw it on
running
Saturday,
until the 6th. So
it takes a while for those hashtags to actually show up with the search.
But anyway, it's a very nice giveaway to in regards of stuff. So do your thing. And LadyLocks is starting his giveaway stream very soon, so be sure to check his channel out and sub if you haven't. And the Pocket Woman is doing the Lotto Luck Tuesday giveaway. Each month she's gonna pick one of the Lotto Luck Tuesday videos, and that one wins a lot of luck. And a new one today from
D-Mac.
D-Mac is doing a review of a UK Lockpickers bidding mat, the big one and the small one. And if you comment on this video, you can even win one of the two. And you have to be fast because the drawing will be tomorrow. So you only have 1 day. As I said, link is in the description if you want to follow up.
Yeah, those mats look nice.
So this stick is still doing a 200 subs giveaway. It will also be ending tomorrow. So yeah, you have to be fast to be entered. Some nice Jimmy Long stuff. As well as LadyLocks giveaways. The 500 subs giveaway with the tensioning set, as well as the that was the multi-pick giveaway. This is the multi-pick picking set. Both will be ending tomorrow, so if you want to enter, you have to be fast.
Somebody's microphone is picking up their speaker, and so we can hear
yeah, hear
things twice.
Some kind of echo. I can put you all on mute, but
if you're not wearing a headset, it's probably check your stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing a headset. I don't know if it's mine though.
I turned off my mic.
Oops.
Thumper is still doing a 700 subs giveaway where you can win the how do you call it? Dremel set, or in ieder geval Chicago, another brand, but same type of tool. There's no end date yet, and I believe that Thumper is still in the hospital, or at least having some medical issues at the moment. That obviously got his attention. So I hope to hear from him soon, and yes, still have to wait until you know when he's going to end them. And the last one is theoretically secure, the 100 subs giveaway, where she makes 2 custom picks, and at the end of the series she's gonna give them away. Yeah, but you have to wait for the new videos to just like Thumper know when it's gonna end and how to enter. Just go sub and just wait. And those are the running giveaways. Do we have something ourselves, LadyLocks?
Yeah, we can give away something. Let's see what I got here. I think I got another thing from Lance by Key, actually. A really cool pinning tray. I love his pinning trays. They're very nice. This one looks like it. Let me pull it out here. And it's got this little part on it here you stick in here for the core to go in.
I have that one in black. It's very cool.
I really like these a lot. I have a small one. It's the same like size as this and stuff. It doesn't have this part, but I love mine. I love it. So very nice pinning tray. So if you want to get it, just comment and LockHeat will run the picker here and we shall pick someone.
So if you haven't commented yet, just do so. But if you already have typed something in the chat, you are already entered. So just give it a few more seconds.
Yeah, and I'll put this, I forgot I had this too, the tension set from Covert Instruments. It's all the tensioners they've got. So it's like, I don't know, quite a few in here. So we'll throw that in there as well. It says curved ones for, picking, and if you're picking in hand and you're picking a padlock, the curved tensioners, those are nice. And just all the other ones as well. So they sent me a big pack of them so someone can win all the lovely tensioners too.
Nice.
You definitely can't have too many tensioners.
No.
That's true.
I need more.
Yeah.
And I think I have about 40.
I can definitely need some more relaxers instead of tensioners. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it looks like
I don't see any new entries, so I think we're just gonna draw.
All right. Just draw.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lakeview, holy cow! All right, well I will send this out to Lakeview. I think he won. He might have won something.
Won last weekend.
Yeah, he totally did. He is really on
He's
fire.
a lucky
Buy a
guy.
lottery ticket.
Lakeview, buy a lottery ticket for sure. Buy a lottery ticket for in honor of picking time, and then we can just all split the winnings, obviously, because you're probably getting the luck off of what's his name's hair there. I don't want to point him out, but Isaac. Anything lucky that happens is Isaac's fault. One of us is going to kidnap you one time, Isaac. Oops. All right, congratulations, Lakeview. Uh-oh, did I... Oh, I can't hear none of that.
So, Isaac...
It sounds like Isaac.
Yeah, it sounds like him, but you're really broken up and you're freezing a little bit.
Yeah, I think your mic's going bad.
That or internet. It could have been his internet. It felt like it was kind of slowing down or something.
Well, that was the problem. I cleared everything up.
Okay, Trucking Lock has one heck of a sense of humor when he sends a blue rubber chicken.
Hold on, let me find mine.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. I hear it coming in from a distance.
Nice. Very nice.
So,
now you guys have to watch the videos on how to make those guys do songs.
Frozen rubber chicken?
What?
One that's still in the freezer.
Yep. So the general consensus on these Lishy guides, it really did kind of do these cuts at probably 1 or 1.5 below where it should. So yeah,
Okay.
they definitely need more work. I got it close.
I'm curious. Are the steps between the cuts? Are they where they should be? Like, are the
They're pretty close, but
okay.
The problem is when you're putting the Lishy, the guide, onto the key, you have this a little bit of room for it to shift if you're not careful. and it doesn't take much. So what I was doing was taking just a binder clip and putting it on there to hold it so that I could grab the lishy and cut it while holding the key. And even then, you get the potential for a little bit of slippage if you happen to turn the key cutter a little bit upwards when you're cutting or anything, and you can get a shift. So,
okay,
they're a nice concept, but
I never liked them myself, to be honest. I have them, but I don't use them very much. I find that I could just file a key. By the way, is my mic working better now? Can you guys hear me?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just found that I could just file a key pretty much just as fast as I could clip off what I'm trying to take off. Unless it's like particularly deep cuts on everything, but even in that situation, just take a little bit longer to just file it out.
But the keys are pretty damn close.
Okay.
Cool. And it also gives a nice shape too. That's the other thing.
So I filed down to smooth these out so they wouldn't get caught, but had to do some adjusting, and basically this will open it, but with a bit of work. So.
Okay.
And that's how they're meant to be used, but it sounds like you did a good job.
I think I don't know that I'll use these. I'll just cut them by hand like I've done before and done probably a bit better with than using these guides, unfortunately. I have yet to try the quick set ones, but the Slage ones, he definitely said he was going to come out with version 1.3, and that never came, so.
Okay.
Which, the Slage ones are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Or I mean, the quick set ones are a little bit different. You have to the root is a little bit wider, so you have to use the clipper to cut like two slots or like two spaces. So you cut your first cut and then you move them over and cut again, and then it widens the root.
Yeah, and there's what, 1, 2, 3 fewer cut depths between the two.
Yeah, quickset only goes from 1 to 6, and Schleg is 0 to 9.
Yeah, if you're going to go with the longer quickset key, you can go to the 7th cut.
They used to have a 7 cut, but they don't put it in anymore.
Yeah. So okay. Sorry, I'm thinking cut depths. Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Schleg or Quickset used to have a cut 7, but they've done away with it. It was only used for master keying. It was a 0 lift at that point.
But I'll give the Quicksets a try at some point.
So there are 2 people I was talking with on Facebook. One of them was named Thomas Smurden, and then the other one was J. Robert Parker, and they were the ones who were asking about the smart key stuff. So I'm just wondering if any of them are in the chat. Because they are all.
LockHeat, jeez, oh man.
What is going on between you and Picksmith?
Oh god.
We've been pulling out all the stops.
I think LockHeat wins.
I don't know.
Dolls.
Oh, hold on. No. Okay. I gotta go get mine now. Okay, hold on.
Remember, I have 4 daughters. I have more than enough.
Is it modeled to your likeness?
I can't wait to see if they bring. Oh, God.
Okay, you said creepy doll, so I had to go get mine. You can't say that because those aren't creepy dolls. Hold on, let me move my shit.
Oh no! I'm almost afraid.
I go to Curiosities after these expos.
Oh God! Yeah, that's the creepiest one.
His name is Kane.
When you have skeleton in your front room, you win.
Oh shit! Oh, isn't he a nice little baby?
Little baby. His eyes glow in the dark. He goes to ShnooCon.
Oh my god.
It's almost like the ones that are meant not to be creepy but look super creepy are the ones that are the creepiest.
Yeah, like the porcelain dolls. That I
Yeah,
would not own.
exactly.
I'd rather have this than one of those.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
those
like the
are very
porcelain
creepy.
dolls, you can't even play with them. You know, like they're like, what's the point of them? Just to be creepy.
Oh god,
Just
look what
scare
Pixar
kids.
has. What the hell is that now?
It's a pizza holder.
Oh my gosh. He's very creepy. Oh, there you go. LockHeat might win again.
Oh wow, yeah, that's like something you'd find.
Well,
on
he
a
has
abandoned dark
kids, so
house.
Yeah.
it's a bit unfair.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah,
That'll wear him down, make him look.
4 daughters, so he's got a lot of dolls to pick out of.
A lot of creepy dolls. Before anyone who doesn't know that is wondering why LockHeat has all these dolls.
Right.
Well, in my defense, I don't have any children. I just like the creepy doll.
D-Mac's gonna have nightmares. I was thinking that this is a nightmare stream.
This is
Oh,
something
that's
my wife,
cool.
My wife.
Oh, Mad Hatter.
That is cool. I like
She
that a
did that.
lot.
It's a piece of art.
Wow.
That's like something I would find at the show I got my doll from. That's cool as hell.
She drew that, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's badass. I like that a lot. Steve's lockpicking says better than a dismembered Barbie.
Oh, I got lots of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, that's cool. That's really pretty.
Here.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
hand
cool.
done pastels.
That's really cool. Like
She's
that
doing
a lot.
things.
Yeah,
in-
that is. Having to do that, like how she did, that's crazy. They were all perfectly, like in a perfect circle.
Oh yes. Got my first open on progressively pinned bluebell block.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
job.
Nice.
It's only 3 pins, but still, I was really struggling.
That's still good.
Progress is progress.
Yeah. I just had to take pins out of mine because it was too much, and then I got it right open. This is why this lock is driving me absolutely insane. Then I'll add 1 pin and never ever get it open again. I don't know what else to do here. I'm just like at a loss. Yeah, great job, because that's how you learn. You know, that's how you learn them.
True. And I'm really struggling with float picking this, and I don't have the right tensioner that fits into the keyway, so yeah.
Yeah, you have to make do with it. I'd say practice it on those 3 pins for a while. Just keep doing those until you're really good at them.
Yeah, I will do. I have the other pins right here, just to remind me.
Yeah, if you ever watch a show or something, just have your lock in your hand, just open it over and over and over.
Yes.
It's like what we were talking about last time. Just have your lock hanging above your bed by like something. You pull it down, pick it, let it go at the end of the night, go to sleep.
I love that idea.
I'm in a lot of boring meetings. Maybe I should just bring them along.
Yep. Yes, you should. Lockpicker 1969 does that. He picks in meetings.
Yes.
Don't you get some weird looks when you do that? What's he doing?
I work from home, so nobody sees me picking locks. So I don't know.
When Lockpicture69 is interviewing like people in his meetings and he's picking a lock, it's like, so what kind of lock do you have on your home? This one right here. Then he picks that one right in front of them. Then they know not to mess with them.
Right. I see why this one's giving me problems. This is the most different pin in this whole lock, and it's so weird looking, and it has these weird serrations on it, and even the key pin that goes with it is super weird. This might be my whole entire issue right here, so I hope I can figure it out soon. That's why it's I never really took too big of a look at that one, but that one's terrible looking. And as soon as I pop it in here, I'll never get it open again.
That's what you think. You'll get it open.
It's
That
easy.
one's easy.
No, that one's not easy.
Wait, I think we need that. We need that sound clip. He actually said one is not easy. You will never hear that again. Never hear that again on Picking Time.
They're all fucking easy.
That's going with the first part.
Yes, Knox. These are my custom dimple picks I did make.
They're beautiful.
I want to make some more of the multi-dong ones I made because they are so simple and stupid easy to make, and they're thicker and they have the knurl on them.
Yeah, that's pretty nice too.
But these are my favorite so far because it's the weight, the size. These feel perfect. I also have this, the only one I have that's stainless steel, and this one this is my favorite. However, it is a pain in the ass to make because you can see on the other end here, I tried drilling a hole in it and it traveled. So I just keep this for myself. Yeah, so I've been sticking with brass and aluminum. The stainless steel looks gorgeous and it feels great. It has the same weight as aluminum, but yeah, it's so much harder to work with. But these feel amazing.
No, I love that extra weight of that brass.
Yeah, I feel like the thickness is pretty perfect too, because I think LadyLocks asked before. I have these thicker aluminum ones, and the feedback on it is not quite as good as the thinner ones because I think it's just a little too thick, and it's the same with this brass one. As thinks its thickness, the brass, the extra weight on it, I think even with the thickness dampens it even more.
Wow.
Like these feel great in the hand, but after me picking with straight metal and my other metal picks for so long now, even picking with the wood pick feels not right anymore. So these kind of feel like wood picks almost, the feedback does.
Right.
I mean, it feels good still because it's a pick with a handle, and wood picks still feel great, but it's not like, these two where it's just right there and right in your fingers when you're feeling it.
Right. That's really cool, all that stuff you figure out when you're just messing around making different things.
Hey, LadyLocks got a show for you on Netflix.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Sweet Tooth.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
With the deer kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I might have seen previews for that. I just started watching...
The second series starting.
Yeah, the second season's out.
Oh, wow.
It's out.
Watching that.
I was watching, I think it's called Great News. That's the one I was just watching, and it's hilarious. I can't even believe I didn't know it was on there.
Other than sitting through the Lockheed Awards yesterday, Picking Time's the only other lock picking stuff I've done this weekend. It's all been either binge watching that with the wife or working on building the a router table and so forth, and a jig for her. So,
oh, nice.
It's the way to do it. I was camping since Friday, so I didn't even bring lockpicks with me for the first time in forever.
Oh, wow.
My.
I'm the opposite. When
Are
I
you
go
okay?
outside, I bring them.
Yeah, what the heck?
I just needed a break.
Oh.
I'm right there with you.
Played guitar, walked,
That's
played
cool.
Sky Joe, and had way too many drinks.
Yesterday was really nice here too. Got outside. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you saw that. my berry picking.
Yes, and I saw that Jimmy is willing to make them in forks for you too.
Oh, I hope so. If he makes me a Jimmy fork pick, that's going to stay in my display case. I'm going to eat with the damn thing first, but that's going to my display case.
He said he was going to make me pink ones, so I'm waiting for them. I can't wait.
Oh, that would be so cool. Oh, speaking of, I got something. This actually made me think of you, LadyLocks. So I've been doing a lot of resin work and casting, like my my those 3D printed like display stands I've been making.
Yes, yes.
So like this is one that's cast in resin. I made a whole bunch of silicone molds, so these are like clear as hell. They look gorgeous now.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
also
That's nice.
I've made copies of followers, and I can make them glow in the dark in different
Oh my
colors
gosh.
as well. Yeah.
That's cool.
And so these glow really good in the dark, and they look great. Like even more in person, the green's not so good on screen from what I'm looking at. These are like hacker green. My next
Nice.
batch, I'm gonna
I
do
like the
pink.
idea.
I thought
but
that
Oh
was
my
a good
gosh.
idea.
why would somebody do that in the dark?
Well,
All right,
You
first
can
of
all
get
right,
in
all
the
right.
lights.
First of all,
Why would somebody got a lock in the bathtub?
Well, it's
either?
dark
So
inside your
Yeah.
lock.
yeah, first of all, it's dark inside
the
your
video.
lock. Second of all, and as a locksmith, that's so invaluable because sometimes you're working in a place where you don't have good lighting, and to be able to see something. The other one that's really good is they have the clear ones, and then you can shine a light on them, and then they illuminate the whole
Oh, look at
inside.
that.
It's
Yeah.
just you can
Yeah,
see
see,
the
I
Nice.
light
need
through.
some of those.
And these
I need
ones are
some of those
actually
and
these ones were 3D printed, so these weren't that good. I haven't done a resin pour of these yet, so I think that these ones would be even more clear when I pour them in resin too.
oh wow.
Wow.
And I agree.
Yes.
Very
And
cool.
actually, Isaac was talking about being able to see through. You'll find this cool too. These core holders, I cast them in resin, so you
Oh
can see the
wow.
pins underneath and through the side as
That's
you're doing it
amazing.
too.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I was looking for stuff to cast and try out, and I found this. I was like, oh shit, this is cool.
Oh, I'd love to have
That's
that in the
awesome.
followers. Oh yes, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
When I go back
glow and
to
all that
school
stuff.
next year, because I'm done with all the in-school sections for this year, but when I go back, I might bug you for a couple of those to see if I can give it to them because they would love that
Yeah,
to have in
Yeah.
the lab workshops there.
yeah,
They don't
for
have
sure.
that there. They have
Great,
the metal
thank you.
ones.
Did you
Yeah,
say you
that's-
printed the clear ones on your 3D printer?
No, these actually,
okay.
they were actually metal ones. I got in the Huck set, the Huck Euro gutting set.
Yes, I have
That's
that
what
one
these are
too.
from. I just cast the Huck metal one in silicone, and then I poured resin in it.
Oh
And so
wow,
it's a straight copy. It's just clear.
Cool.
that's awesome, Dev.
That's cool.
Seriously.
Very cool.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah, I'll be
Steve,
bugging you for all that stuff for sure.
Yeah, if you think of more stuff to do like this too, let me know. Cause like, yeah, I'm making silicone molds of it, and
Yeah,
yeah,
that's real. That is really smart to do on that holder. That's just really really cool.
I'll have
Yeah.
to send you my Harry pick that glows in the dark.
oh, cool.
Oh my.
Oh, cool.
Hey,
Have you
Kat,
made clear stands yet?
Like padlock stands.
No, like pick stands.
Oh, I haven't done that yet. So I have a like was it a plexiglass stand that works really well that you can find on eBay. I haven't done one in like tried one out of a printer yet. Because there's one I found on eBay that works perfect. It's almost like for eyeliner pencils or something, and it just goes down like that. And that's actually what I brought to DEF CON to show off my picks there, and it holds them really well.
That's pretty cool.
I
How
haven't
about
done any
glow in the
other-
how about glow in the dark pins and springs? Like if you lose one, you just have to cut the light. You can find it.
That would be great. So if a spring goes flying, you can save yourself. And angels
Right.
don't get their wings. What do you do then?
Yeah. I like that. I wish
There we
the
go.
springs did glow in the dark. That'd be genius.
Love this lock.
And when you'd look up at night, you would
Oh, nice
see all these
open.
glowing things in
Wow.
orbit.
Oh.
Where'd the key
Yeah,
go?
which one is that, Picksmith?
That's a Lockwood V10 with
Oh, that's
actual
nice.
3 tapers and spools.
We're all
So-
jealous. Me and Dev are like, ooh.
This,
Like, yeah,
this is the
oh,
way
I
it's
do have
supposed
a-
to be pinned up. So it actually
like,
has tapers. It's a pain in the butt to pick. It's so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah, I bet
That's
it's
pretty. Yeah, I have the kick version of it. That oval's pretty.
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
got that from Prince. He found that for me, and finding the tapers in it was surprising because HV Logic said, "Oh, that's the way they're supposed to be done." So if you find standards, it's wrong. It should be 3 tapers and 4 spools.
Oh wow.
So that was a little bit of information. It was kind of cool.
Steve's lock picking challenged us to try to pick a lock like they do in the movies. So I have a challenge. I accept the challenge.
Oh God, I want to see this.
Do we need
Pick a
2
lock
tension
and-
wrenches?
I can do
How
that.
are we doing this? I'm down. Let's do this.
Here.
What do
I
you
know
mean
how I'm
by
gonna do
in
it.
the movies?
Yeah.
Well, there's there's the standard way, which is like this. And then once you're done, then you take another object, and then you can turn the lock.
Too funny. Did everybody see? Who was it? Was it Mick? Mick Oz. He picked Lockwood 334B45.
Oh, one-handed.
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 Oh, what?
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was
That's
insane.
crazy.
That
That's
was
cool.
insane. I don't know if I could ever see anybody repeat that. That was totally crazy.
I
That's
wouldn't
pretty
mind
cool.
trying it on a padlock without.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So what do I need? I need a screwdriver and a tension wrench, right?
All right, Dev's up. Let's see what you got, Dev. He's killing it. He's killing it. He's gonna get it.
I need another tension wrench.
Last week, Isaac picked a lock with a lock.
I forgot I have this lock.
There we go, screwdriver.
A lock is a lock.
It is, but I have a special lock.
Here's one. Now this is a tension wrench.
There you go.
That's the way it's done.
I feel like I can probably get this at some point. I'm moving the entire stand trying to get this done.
In the movies, it would be an open already, though. That's the problem. They get theirs open so quickly.
I'm not doing this right,
Weeks
clearly.
later.
Maybe if I... Oh, here we go.
2
I'll
hours
tension
later.
it that way. Just like pull it off.
It's so funny because I do see that now every time I watch a movie with somebody lockpicking. I'm just like, really? I mean, it's not even that hard of information to find anymore. Can you just not,
Yeah.
like, at least have the right tools and pretend? But, I mean, they get the weirdest shit to pick a lock with, and you're just like, okay.
Because I can push it off the core that way. I feel
The one
like-
showed a lady, she had a bobby pin or whatever, and it was totally flat on the end, and she put it in straight in the lock, and that was it. And she opened it, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. I wish I could do that.
Oh, I heard some pins drop.
On the floor.
They popped out the other
Probably
end.
when I'm done, yeah, it's gonna be broken to all hell. Oh, it did move a little bit. Open for me.
Dude, if
Go,
them
Dev,
gets this
go,
open, I'm
go.
gonna die.
Oh, come here. This is more nerve-wracking than trying to pick a lock normally on camera.
Knox says that explains why I don't have my blue belt yet. Lakeview says 0 bitted locks. Kraken says all of us are saying that's not how locks work.
I think this one's whipped me.
I have this
Dana
guy
Reed
here
says
that
it's
I
a
haven't picked.
tensioning rake bobby pin.
Isaac, you're up.
This one here I haven't touched for a long time, but in the past I was able to just open it very simply. So here's a tension wrench, and I can just see if it'll turn.
Come on, you can do it. And when you're
We'll
done,
see.
I'll show you my one-handed lock.
I'm feeling the same pressure that Dev felt.
It feels much more difficult, isn't it?
That's probably the only reason you guys couldn't do it.
Oh,
I need to force it a bit more, but it's turning. There.
Oh my gosh, he
Yeah,
did
wonder
it.
if it was just a...
Leave it to Isaac. Leave it to Isaac. I'm telling you guys.
I can do it too.
The dude's magic. All right, Picksmith's up. Let's see what Picksmith's got.
I have one of my smallest locks in my collection.
Nice.
I'm even going to do it left-handed. So it's
Oh,
locked
shoot.
up. Locked up. And you need a chili pepper pick. Come on. You were just doing it. There it is. Open.
Whoa. Left-handed, one-handed with a chili pepper pick. That was some good picking.
I can embarrass that lock all day long.
Speaking of small locks.
LockHeat's got a giant one out here. Hold on. What you got there, LockHeat? Which one's that? Okay.
I have no FX tool. But you only need one tool. Any.
All right, LockHeat, you take the win. I think that was pretty quick, and with just a tensioner.
Nice.
It is the master lock. I also only have to blow on it.
Speaking of small padlocks, Kurt, what do you think of this guy? Once LockHeat's done with his thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got. That is a big tension wrench. That is a tiny little guy.
Yeah, let's put him in the vise.
Sometimes those little baby ones are terrible, and then other times they just pop open like that.
Yeah.
You just never know what's gonna happen.
It's hard for me to accept that this won't open with only a tension wrench. It's a master lock. I feel like I'm just not using the right technique.
There we go.
Very nice. That was a tiny, tiny one. I'll tell you, Lakeview taught me a lesson in itty bitty locks when he sent me that one package with all the tiny locks on it.
Yeah. Here's my little mini Federal.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Little F20 20 millimeter.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice looking little lock.
I got that when I was in Amsterdam. Whole €6.
Oh wow.
Oh, D-Max said Matt's lock picked a lock with his feet on his channel.
Oh, what?
Oh, who was telling me that? Somebody showed that. I think it was Norland. There was somebody who got to green belt picking with only his feet. He had no hands.
I think there's someone who got even more than that, and they didn't even. There's someone who didn't have. I think, like, they were just refusing to use their hands. I think they could use their hands just fine, but they didn't want to use their hands. They never used their hands.
That's also like.
Not only did they. Was
I
that?
wonder if it was Mick or one of the Aussies. He had hurt his right hand, so he ended up picking his black belts with his left hand.
Oh
to get
my
the black
gosh.
belt.
Oh, what?
Are you
Yeah, so
serious?
it's like, really? You're nuts. Okay.
That makes us all feel so inadequate.
If that's not a here, hold my beer moment, I don't know what is.
Oh my gosh.
No, everybody, try picking a lock offhand. Let's see what happens. Where's a good one for that?
So pick it with the wrong hand. Let's see. Oh gosh. Let's see. Try this one. It's not hard to pick, but that doesn't mean anything. Left-handed's horrible.
I've never picked this one, so let's try this one. Oh.
Maybe I should get a mini one.
That's
With
what I
2
was
pins.
thinking too.
2 or 3 pins. Alright, let's see. Just need a pick.
Do an
Eco
opposite
padlock.
hand. See if I can even get the master lock open with the opposite hand.
My lord, this would be a tough one.
running late. I'm out of here. After just one more lock.
You guys want to see the smart key padlock stuff?
Oh yeah, we could check that out.
Yeah, I got to run. Take care, everybody.
Okay. Have
All
a
right,
good
good
one.
to see you, man. Always nice to see you, buddy.
See you later. Thank you for stopping and hanging out with us.
Yep.
Was that a question?
No, I'm sorry. I'm questioning in my brain trying to pick this left-handed.
This just feels wrong.
This
It
is
feels
weird.
very wrong.
How do they do that? You know, it's like you watch sadistic picker who's left-handed, but he picks upside down. I wonder if that's the real trick of pushing down instead of lifting up.
Could be.
This keyway sucks.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how did I ever even do this in the first place?
I don't even know what this lock is.
This is the hardest lock I've ever seen in my life.
How does HV do this?
Lots of practice.
Well, that's another challenge if you get all the black dance and you're at the end of the road. Just start over, but with the other hand.
Yeah, that I could see that. But just saying, well, I've got to pick my black belts left-handed. I can't even pick a white belt left-handed, so I can't even imagine the level of greatness that would take.
I was thinking of doing this for
Have my master
a
lock
giveaway.
Oh, you'd get a lot of videos of not opens.
And that's the thing, is you just do it for fun, but it doesn't have to be open.
That would work then.
All right, I got a master open left-handed. I'm gonna go for an American.
Oh shoot, go ahead.
Oh, hell.
Nice.
I feel like
I'm gonna try the
learning how to
left-handed
pick all
challenge
over
here.
again.
Right? It does feel like that.
You know what? We're going upside down.
I'm thinking, where's the pins at?
Whoops.
I didn't need this pick anyway.
GT, I think Dana was saying that it feels wrong picking with the other hand.
It does.
So what I was saying to those guys on Facebook is like the very first thing, if you get one of these smart key padlocks, it's not the best like to learn on unless you remove the core, because the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that the tool is right. So that's the first thing that you got to do. Like I was saying before, this one was from a broken pick.
Yeah.
And it's about maybe like 13 thousandths of an inch, or maybe 12 thousandths of an inch. It was 15 thousandths of an inch, but I ground down like this much of it just to make it a bit thinner. And then you have to bend it the right way. Some people try to bend it in a way that they can put it in this way, but I found that that's never worked for me. I always try to put it in this way. The problem with that is that once you go into a certain amount, then it starts to, like, once it's halfway, it's good, but then once it gets here, it starts to ramp up over the second half, which you don't want to happen.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is when I'm actually picking the lock is I'll set the first couple wafers. So now that the first wafer, and so basically all the first 4 wafers are set now. So the sidebar goes down more, and then if I push it further, now it actually goes into that second slot and not up above it. So you got to practice that. And then the other thing I did to make it easier is I drew 2 little Sharpie marks, which I have to fix. But the first Sharpie mark is when I have it like halfway, where I don't want to put it in further, and then I focus on picking the first four wafers. And then the other one is once I have it in there all the way, so I know how far it should be. And you feel like eventually you'll get used to the feeling of what it feels like when the shim is in the right spot versus the wrong spot. But then the other thing I was talking to them about was, in order to actually make this guttable, there's a a retaining pin down in the hole here. If I can shine a light in there. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. There's a little tab. So, and then there's 2 dots on the tab, and the empty hole is the one that you leave, and then there's another thing there that you can drill out. And once you drill that out, then that tab actually can move out of the way. You have to just pull it, and then once the tab is out of the way, then the core can actually come out of the housing. And then you can do all your measurements with this core and make sure everything feels right. Anyways, that's kind of the basics. I didn't want to, take too much time going over it unless people want to see more, but I just wanted to go over that a little bit on video so that way I could at least tell those guys to watch back the live and see. They'll be able to see for themselves.
And which one is that one, Isaac?
This is the Smart Key, Gen 3.
Okay.
So when I'm actually trying to pick it, I would, the other thing I told them is when you want to get your tool in, the plug, the face of the plug goes in a little bit. So it's actually a good idea to take like a tensioner, put a bit of tension on the plug and try to like actually pull the plug outwards a bit. So now it's more flush to the face. And then you'll have a little bit more space to try to get this tool into that little ball bearing hole. Then you'll feel when it actually goes in. It's in the right spot. Or
one time. It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. They're once you actually get it, it's pretty cool feeling.
At this point, picking left-handed, I can't even tension right-handed, so that's a problem. And I don't even understand what's inside this lock. So I give up. I'm going, what even is this? What's inside this thing?
I'm finding the hardest part.
Tell.
I'm finding the hardest part is the tension because I'm putting way too much tension on. I've got a few clicks. I'm getting close, I feel.
Holy crap.
You become a beginner again. I had to switch because I don't think that lock's pickable. I gotta try it right-handed next time.
Which not today? I'm gonna get this one.
Yeah, I can't.
I know.
I don't know.
I'm curious what Prev was asking. Prev was asking what why the cutout slot exists. I'm not sure which one. Is he talking about like where the sidebar fits in, or like that where the sidebar is exposed and you can sort of see the sidebar a little bit?
Yeah, I think he might mean that where you're able to put your tensioner through.
I know where the ball, like the hole on the side is for where the ball bearing fits in, and it's just for the space for the ball bearing. It leaves a little opening there, but why the actual middle of the sidebar is exposed, that's an interesting question. I don't know why necessarily they have that part exposed. Maybe just so that you can visibly see the sidebar when you're taking it apart.
Oh yeah, he said, yeah, the one showing the sidebar.
Yeah. I assume it's just so that you can visibly see the sidebar when you're taking it apart for just basic type of like service work.
Oh, Dana Reed got hers left-handed.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
My hat's off to you guys, because I sure can't even figure it out.
There you go. That's a set.
I feel like a drunk monkey trying this for the first time.
All right, everybody get your U9 out.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Fail after fail. You fail.
You just suck.
Well, I think it's picked. Let me see. If I
Oh my God.
take the tensioner out all the way, it should. There we go.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That was fast as hell on that. That was
Nice,
crazy
Isaac.
fast. Yeah.
This poor pick. Oh my god.
God, I feel that. Like, I'm glad this is an interchangeable pick, because if it was a nice handle, I would not be doing this left-handed.
That's a good way to know how to help somebody with their lock. If you just go in and pick it left-handed, and all the things that you have problems with, someone else is having problems with.
Yeah.
Oh, did it? Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Congrats. It's a nice little open.
Luckily, there's no spools in that one. That's just an easy one. But
Oh, really? I'm surprised.
That's awkward. No, there's no spools in this little Federal.
Okay.
Oh my god, that hurts.
Yeah, I feel it in my left hand.
Now I gotta try this one. This one just is weird.
What's making it feel weird?
It doesn't feel like anything moves or sets or binds or anything. Finding a tension wrench too is just annoying.
That's how I felt with that pack lock from Locks. I was just so confused. I'm like, I don't even know what to do now. He really got me, man. I'll tell you that. But from what I see, he's made quite a few of those little challenge locks he's been sending around. So he's going to get a bunch of people because he's pretty good at that. They're tough little locks. Okay, Dana says Qualtech security systems on it.
Okay, I remember them. They used to do computer locks and different little things for locking up your computers, adhesive pads and other stuff, and they had the cheesiest little locks on them. And some of them, though, were tubular.
Oh, wow.
That was when they were around in 95 to maybe 2000. They kind of disappeared after that again.
Dana said, yes, cheap. Knox says it's psychological warfare. Yes, Knox, I totally, I tried it, and I think I texted Picksmith right after and said, you have to try this lock because I think there's something wrong with me. Oh, there's Dark Arts lockpicking. Hello.
Hey, Dope. Oh, come on.
Oh, there we go. This thing's got tapers in it.
Oh, well, there's
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I wonder. Oh, this came from Harry. That I think is where it came from. That is weird. That has tapers in it, I believe.
That's wild for a little padlock, isn't it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Good job picking that, though.
Just kept tapping them, and you just feel this minor core rotation, keep tapping, and it's like, okay. There we go. What did I do with that? There it is.
Dark Arts says about to take the kids to school, then head off to work, but glad he could drop by for a second or two. Yes, thank you for popping in and saying hello. We were doing some left-handed picking, and Isaac picked the smart key in like 30 seconds. And
Yeah. With the right tool, sidebars like that and wafer locks are really easy when you put pressure on them. It's just getting and learning that, because we used to do that all the time with the older Chevy locks. We'd have to drill a hole, get pressure against the sidebar or the ignitions.
Yeah.
And they pick real easily once you get the right tension on them.
Yeah. Yeah, but figuring it out's the tough part, huh?
Exactly.
Same thing with like the Primus lock when we were working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to get moving. I got way too much to do today.
Well, thank you for coming in. We're
Yeah,
probably
well,
gonna cut off in about 20 minutes or so, half hour-ish too. LockHeat has something in the morning, and I've got something I gotta do this evening. So we've all got little things, but yeah, thanks for
Nice.
coming on and hanging out and picking your crazy little locks there. Congratulations on getting that one. What is that? That's the Eva something, isn't that?
Eva 3KS.
Yeah,
with
the 3KS. Yeah.
With
10 out of the 12 pins.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So that's some great work.
Nice.
I think,
Truly.
what is this, Black Belt 1? It's one of the easier ones.
Oh, it doesn't sound like it.
Well, anything that's Black Belt is not easy. Let's just put it
Yeah. It's its own thing. Like once you dive into Eva 3KS, most likely you've never faced anything really like that before. And the reason it's a black belt lock, even though it might be technically easier than some other black belt locks, is because of the uniqueness and the specialized, skill and tools you need to be able to pick it. So it might be easy once you've learned it, but up until that point, it's a whole learning curve, and it's its own challenge. So it's worthy of its rank. It's pretty good lock.
And it's a lock. If you're out in the world, you're never gonna pick cold and blind.
Right.
No, you'd be better off going and trying a ASA 700. You got a shot there, but that's about it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay, everybody. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend.
Take it easy, Pick.
Have a good one.
See you guys later.
Good seeing you.
Later.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, I'm
Now
finding
I
on
want to
this
find a
one.
3KS and try to blind pick it in the field.
Oh gosh.
Okay, this block does open. All right.
Sick has got it his, so he must have got it open.
Yeah, it's pretty tough actually if you look at the bidding.
Oh wow. Oof.
It's pretty hard to reach the pins
Yeah,
over
holy
here.
crap.
But it worked out in the end, so
Well, good job. That was that looks like a tough one for sure. Wow.
yeah, the thing is I picked a lot of the Abus 7240s. I have like 6 or 7 of them, and that is one of the harder ones. I have one I have never picked, so yeah.
Yeah, those 7240s, I was just picking one, and I noticed for sure that it can either be that bidding on that key is a little ridiculous, but on a normal one, I guess you could say a normal one with some, more tall, like tame bidding, I found honestly that the pick you use was like made it either super easy or super hard to pick that lock. I feel like the pins are so small and pointed that if you try to use like a pointed pick or a rounded pick, it makes them so much harder to get underneath them to pick them. Just for me at least. As soon as I switched to a flat pick though, I got mine right open, like so easy compared to the struggle I was having like minutes before just using I think I was using the rounded pick, and it was just making it so miserable.
Open. Left-handed.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
got
gosh.
the flat
Congratulations,
picks as well.
Dad.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you say that one was a rounded pick?
No, I got a flat pick as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't have the experience with the round picks, but the pins tend to be very slippery on.
Yeah, like your pick
Those
slides off
Abuses.
them, and
Yeah.
yeah, I found that a lot. That's what I think it was with that one I was picking too. And Trucker sent me one, and I did the same thing. I struggled with it. I mean, I was going to try to put it on video and say thank you to Trucker, and I sat there for probably 40 minutes trying to pick it. And then I just kept thinking, you know what? This can't be this difficult. I don't understand. So finally I switched picks, and I opened it in like a minute, and it was such a huge difference between, the file, 10, 20 minutes it was taking me to try to get it open to the 1 minute it took after I switched picks. I thought that's got to be what it is, the pick,
Yeah, it's crazy. And I found the older models that don't have this. I don't know that those ones have like a Bible core. I don't know how you call it, and those ones are in a whole.
Oh yeah, they
aluminium core, and those ones are even harder. They are way more slippery. So
wow. Yeah, that's what I was
By the way,
finding. I was sliding off the pins.
Feel free to send me a message on Facebook and remind me, because I have specs for Primus pick that I find fits really well. This is the one that I use. So
yeah, speaking of Primus,
why is that not pinned somewhere?
Jen can attest for the fact that it works really well if you make it right. So
yes, it definitely made the difference for me, for sure. And I do have to put that Primus back together for Dev. I've got one. I want to try to get to Dev. I just got to put it back together. I was progressive pinning it, and then I can't remember. I just didn't want to put it back together one day, and I thought, you know what? I put it all in a bag.
Yeah, I have this one right here that I've been progressive pinning myself, but the keys I got had blanks, so I had to like cut them myself, so the key doesn't look good. And so like, yeah, when I mentioned to you, like I don't want to pick this for a video, like my own cut key. That's not okay.
Uh-oh!
So yeah, I need one that's not control keyed, and that way I can actually pick a normal one.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I'll get it put back together and make sure it's workable and all that stuff.
But,
is that Chris? Did Chris show up? Hello,
Chris.
I thought I would try my little Federal. I don't think this is small. This is a 30 millimeter.
That has spools in it for sure. I have one of those. I picked it in Zion National Park. That has spools in it.
I remember that video. So I'm gonna try it picking left-handed.
Oh, nice. Actually, now that I think about it, that is one of my favorite little locks for a reason, because it has the shackle guard on it and everything, and it's a little lock.
Yeah.
You don't find too many little locks that have a shackle guard on it like that.
That's really cool. Holy crap.
Oh,
you
nice.
just did it. Oh my gosh.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. There you go.
I owe it all to my monkey paw.
Nice. That's just ridiculously impressive. I did that.
I'm just taking my ball and going home now.
Well, I mean, Dev opened an 1100 with the left hand too, so I mean,
so
this is putting us all to shame here. Gosh.
Oh, and good bidding on it too. Since I'm getting ready to call it a day, so I'll go ahead and show that off real quick. So yeah, good bidding on it.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Great.
The hardest part was really the tension on it, but once I got the feel of the tension, I had to do a lot less with my right hand. But once I got the feel of it and I started feeling the clicks hitting correctly, then I could kind of feel it out. But you also have to really pay attention to the mental mapping a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, there's
I
a
couldn't
lot more
get the
involved with
tension
thinking.
figured out. Yeah, I couldn't do it. My tension wasn't working because even though it was right-handed, I just couldn't do it. Just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It feels very weird.
Yes, it sure did. That was I couldn't even figure out the pen. I couldn't even feel the pins. It just wasn't normal. So definitely not for me. Yeah. I'll leave that to you guys. Very impressive, though. Very impressive.
But I'm going to call it a day, so thanks for having me on, everyone.
Thanks for hanging, Dev.
Of course. See y'all later.
See you later.
Take care, buddy.
Let's see.
Yeah, that little Federal you have is really cool looking, Chris. Very nice
I
little lock.
might have a smaller one. I'm not sure.
Those are actually just really nice looking locks. Those Federals, the brass ones. Yeah.
They are lovely. Or say these little guys.
Oh yeah, that one's cute too. Oh
The
my
little
gosh.
Bessie. I don't think
Oh,
I
wow.
could pick this one left-handed though.
What one's that one called?
A Bessie?
Oh,
B-A-S-I.
okay.
I
Okay.
think they're German.
Oh, the elephant locks.
Yeah. And they have the little cute elephant on the key, or that logo, and the elephant has a key in its in its trunk, holding a key.
That's cool.
And it's a dead. This one's a dead shackle, and I think this one does have spools in it. I'll try it regular and see if I can find my small tension wrench. Ooh, it won't fit. Oh yes, it will if I go really low. I hear a cat.
Yep.
I did too.
I need a smaller pick.
Yeah, Isaac has a heartbeat there. His camera's doing a heartbeat.
Well, yeah, I see that. Why is it doing that? That's strange. It's copying my heartbeat for trying to pick this lock with my left hand.
Yeah, Dana noticed it.
It's trying to autofocus on my hand.
That was funny. Yeah, well, I found my problem with this lock that I've been working on, and I can honestly say that that one pin is what's messing me up really bad, because I've now picked it pin from the back to the front up to 12, and then as soon as I put the next row of 3 in there, I can't open it. And so I tried that for like a week and a half, and I just couldn't get past that point. Nothing I did could get me past there. So I decided to start from the front, because I figured something in the front is what's holding me up from figuring this lock out. So I started from the front, and I put the first 2 rows in. So that's 6 pins, and I can open it very easily and quickly. It's not a problem. And then I put this one pin in, and I cannot open it for anything. So I need to, I guess, take everything out but that one pin. I don't know what to do here, guys. I'm stuck.
I don't know. I would ask Isaac and then do what he thinks would work.
I just swapped that pin right out.
Yeah, put an easier pin in it. I mean, find a cheater pin.
I might end up, if it would be allowed, I would do that, because this one sucks. I'd like to learn it, but it's not looking good. I mean, has how many pins in it altogether, and this one is going to be what just does it for me? I can't accept that. That's terrible. It's horrible. It just looks different too, and it just picks different, I guess, than what I'm trying to pick in, already in the lock. It's not picking the same as those ones, so I need to figure out what it wants me to do. I just
Which
don't know
lock
what
is it that you're talking about?
The gold, the V18.
Well, she knows what I suggest. I already told her what I think she should do.
Well, she's
And
but
she
the one pin's
What's
got
that?
no, the one pin's got her hung up.
Yeah, I can pick it with I can pick it with all the other pins, just not this one. And I have a Clavis 10 pin. That's the only other high pin count lock that I have. Then I can pick that one. I have a couple other ones coming, but until I get something else to pick, I don't know.
Which other ones do you have coming?
Figure this out. I have a Kava. Let me see what it's called. I can't even remember. My brain's so gone.
The Gemini?
I don't think it was the Gemini. Let me see. I just texted it to Jig the other day. Let me see, because he asked me to, and I couldn't remember.
Like a Quattro?
It's I don't think it was the Quattro either. It is.
You know what belt rank it was?
I believe it's black. It was from. It's from Yabende.
Ooh.
That and a. What is it called? A JPM Surf, I think the other one was. But that's like more of a dimple lock. And I got something off of Red that's coming as 2, but I just can't remember about what that name was either. I gotta look it again. So I have 3 of them coming, but just haven't got them yet. Okay, here we go. Now I'm finding the name. Hold on. It's coming. How do you go through the message to find it? Okay, here we go. Ah, here we go. Oh, the Matrix. A Kaba Matrix and a JPM Surf. And then I have a other. Coming. I don't know how to say it. Yanni R. YANAI R. Oh, that's a high pin count one too. So I just wanted to try.
Are they all black belt level?
Yes.
So you know what I suggested, you remember, right?
Just pick some more dimple locks, but they don't pick the same as this one, I don't feel like, and I've picked them, the ones I have. I think I have like 3 or 4 other dimple locks that I have, but
I didn't say just dimple locks, I also high pin count locks, but yeah, basically go back to like purple brown belt level locks with that stuff, because I find a big mistake that people make is and it's not necessarily a mistake, but I find that it's not only does it like it stunts their progress, but it also takes away from the fun of it. Is they make progress in a certain avenue up to black belt, and then they look at other avenues, but then they start their progress on those other avenues at black belt instead of, you know, taking it back a little bit and then working on like a West 196 instead of a 197, for example.
Right.
The 197 is a black belt level lock, but the 196 is a brown belt level lock. So there's not too much different except for that extra top row, but just having that extra experience, being exposed to those kind of locks will expose you to what those pins feel like and what in general.
I think I have
you know,
another gold one. Another. I think it doesn't have as many pins as this one. I think it is a brown belt or maybe a purple belt one. But I think D9. Is that what it was? A D9 maybe.
There's a bunch of high pin count locks from brown and red belt that are really good to learn on that aren't super difficult.
Yeah, I got that one
but
coming
they're really
too.
good. There's also the Alpha FB, which is a really nice one. It's a red belt level lock, so it's not easy, but it's not really too hard either.
It's just finding them sucks because there's usually just no red belt locks at all. And if you do find them, I don't want to pick the disc detainer locks. That's a lot of those are disc detainer locks that I see for sale, and or they have like 1 or 2 red belt locks that I just don't like. Just don't want to pick them. They don't look fun to me. So I don't like.
Oh, I got it left-handed. American
Nice.
1100.
All right.
You guys should. You and Dev should make a club for that.
There's already the American 1100 Club.
No, for picking the wrong-handed.
Yeah, the lefty. Oh yeah.
That's what makes it tough.
Then you got to gut it left-handed too.
Oh gosh.
I see, said the blind man, sitting at the corner of the round table. To his death dog or whatever the thing is.
I think Lockpicking Scout headed out, and Lakeview headed out, and Brett Sucks is heading out.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go as well.
I'm heading out. Time for groceries.
Time for bed.
Yes, I think we all have to head out because LockHeat's got to head out too, and we all might as well just call it a day since we're all leaving.
That's how you know Lady Locks is sick of us.
Goodbye. No. No, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun picking today, and I'm very impressed with the left-handed pickers. That's for sure. Or not. It might not be left-handed. It might be just the wrong-handed picking. That's crazy. So you guys really showed us a lesson.
It was kind of fun, but it's very, very weird. It just.
Yeah, it felt weird, but it's
like,
good to have that skill.
Yeah, because it makes you feel like this is the first lock I've ever tried to pick, and they're a fish out of water.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. I couldn't even tell the pins. Like, it would take a lot of concentration. And to do it on live, too, guys, that was cool because, half the stuff you try to pick anyways doesn't open on live, so...
No.
Well, in the field, there's been many times that I've had to pick a lock that if I went with my right hand, there was maybe like a wall right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if I tried to go in with my right hand, I couldn't actually get my hand on the tensioner. So I'd have to go with my left hand. And that would be the only way to actually get to because even with the wall here, I could get my pick here. So I'd have to pick it with my left hand. Or I could try to pick it with my right hand, but then I'd have to go upside down, turn my body upside down, so I could try to make space for my hand to get in there, which I've done that too. But being in the field is it makes a master lock instantly upgrade about 4 or 5 belt levels.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Any lock in the field, if you which I don't recommend any hobbyists do, but if you're a locksmith, then you know what I mean. Or if you are, any type of contract worker, or you are doing something, some job for somebody that you have that, some places they don't have the locksmith licensing, but you can still get security license, or you have your own, your bonded company or whatever. I don't want to judge however people run their businesses or what accreditation they have, because I know it's a little bit of a gray area in certain places. But yeah, I don't recommend any hobbyists pick any locks in the field.
For us, the only way to do it is to take one of our own locks and say, put it on a trailer hitch or put it on a hasp on a shed outside or something like that. One that you've picked, on your site or on your channel, and then go out there and try it. And it's a big deal.
It's a huge difference. Just the placement of the lock is a huge difference.
And your body. And
you're used to sitting in the same spot, picking in the same little vise or whatever, at the same angle. And that's how you pick every single lock and whatever. And you've got hours to practice, and then you're out and there's just a random lock and it's not anywhere near where you would normally pick,
Well, that's the other thing is usually I have a customer standing over top of me watching me and, anxious, to get in or whatever. So
right. Is it working?
Added pressure. What's that?
Right. They're saying is it working? Is it working? Are you going to get it? Are you getting this shut
exactly.
up?
And these days everybody's seen lockpicking lawyer. So they're like, so did you get a click on one? And
No, but I'm going to smack you on two.
It only clicks when you leave.
I said, I
so
pushed
can you
two
do
right
it?
up your ass. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, that would be annoying too, having somebody like right breathing down your neck, like watching you. That's kind of how it is on live, but at least you still have the placement of the lock and everything here. Like people are watching.
Honestly, it doesn't bother me. I actually enjoy it because I like to talk through what I'm doing, and I find that it's helped me become better. And people are usually pretty interested. If I do a good job, too, people, I might get them interested in lock sport or something.
Right.
So, I don't mind it at all. I actually, sometimes people go away because they're worried about making me nervous. I'm like, no, do you want to watch? It's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
But you're a people person. A lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people don't want to be dealing with other people at work and things like that.
Yeah.
So 90%
But if you're
of the
confident
world
in what
is
you
not
do,
that.
that's something I learned as a tradesperson. If you're confident in what you do, then you shouldn't be worried about people watching.
Right. Yeah, I just think that just having the lock in a different place makes it a whole lot different. I mean, even just something stupid as me moving my vise to get a better angle on a certain lock, and then I go and put the another one in, and I'm like, this isn't the right spot. Kind of like the driver's seat of your car. When somebody moves it, you can never get it to the right place again. That's like, you get in there and everything's just wrong. So I can't imagine just continuously having to pick locks, or just, I know you don't just pick locks, but just dealing with each different kind of lock in a different place, and where you're going to pick it, and the weather being how it is outside, and is it freezing cold, and all those things affect you and what you're working on as well. All those variables. We don't have much.
Yeah, but it's not
variables
always
when you're picking
outside.
at home.
A lot of times it's inside.
Yeah. But we don't
But
have any variables. Pretty much we have the variables for us as the locks we pick, and then we, the different tools. But other than that, it's always the same spot in the same, same room, same lighting, same temperature, same, and all those things.
It was,
affect
I'll say, when I first started going out on calls, especially where my boss said, oh, there's a lock that you have to pick or whatever, I'd be very nervous because I didn't know how things would go. But at this point, it's totally gone away, because even in my mind, I think to myself, it's not that I think I'm never going to have a hard time, but it's now that I know that if I have a hard time, it's because it's a hard job, and it's something that is worthy of having a hard time, and I just have to explain that to the customer.
Right.
So and they understand that. Nobody's ever thought that I've done a bad job or saw me as being unprofessional or anything. So it's, over time I've developed that confidence, but at first it was very, very nerve-wracking, especially since my boss was relying on me to pick locks that he couldn't even pick, and he'd be like, hey, you need to go out there and pick this lock. And I was like, well, what if I can't get it? He's like, well, cross that bridge if that happens. But luckily that hasn't happened. So
yeah,
I managed to just do well. And I think that's important for anything that you do in life. If you are passionate about it and you are, wanting to figure it out, it doesn't mean that you can't ever ask for help or whatever, but it means that if you're ever on a job that's hard and you're, where most people might quit and give up or something, you're going to be willing to put in extra time and take longer to do it and think it through more and ask for advice if you need it. But I was really proud of myself for, going through the initial learning process and succeeding on so many jobs that I went into not sure if I could do. And then my boss gave me that confidence, and I, as I would do those things more, I developed more confidence in myself.
Yeah, it grows. It grows and grows and grows.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think you definitely
have
have
a
to have
certain
that.
poise walking onto a difficult job. You go, okay, I've done a bunch of these before. This is your head, I've done a bunch of these before. I know where I want to go with this, and you get it done,
Right.
And these days I'm so confident I come in my pajamas and I sleep naked. So, I mean,
Yeah, and it's like, okay,
You go above and beyond, don't you? Well done.
I'm picking your lock. You know.
Leave it
All right.
Some customers get caught by surprise, but that's the cost of having a good locksmith, you know?
Yeah, it's like, and you don't pay extra for that.
Well, he
No,
might charge
well-
extra. We don't know.
All
I
right,
was going to
Locksmith.
say there's
Isaac's gonna be
it's
known as
factored
the
into
Lady
the
Locksmith
service
now.
call fee.
there. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, it's been fun popping in. Great seeing you all.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for coming in and showing us how it's done in 10 seconds. You had 10 locks picked left-handed. So, I mean,
Data cracks me up. Okay, then.
All right, guys. Have a
take
good
it easy,
week.
Chris.
Take it easy.
Was fun hanging.
See you, buddy.
Soon.
Later.
Yes,
All right,
and
same place for
I'll
everybody.
take a quote out
Yep.
of LockHeat's book and say, on that note, we should definitely end our on a good note with Chris and the call of the night.
And don't forget, next Tuesday is impressioning time again.
Oh yes, impressioning time. Very important. I gotta get my impressionings done. I almost was close, and then I have to start over. So it'll be
Well,
really fun.
Impress us. And if you're not, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Yes, same time, same place next week, guys. Thank you all for
All right.
popping on and hanging out with us.
Take it
See you
easy.
guys on the
All right.
Take it
After
easy,
party.
guys.